What is going on there, gamers, gamettes, everybody in between? We are here at DragonCon 2021 for Guilty Gear Strive. You know what that means, right?
Yeah, that means we're going to see some Soul Bad Guy.
Look, man, look. I know he got a little bit of a touch-up in the latest patch, but was it enough? Because they didn't kill him.
I mean,
Everybody was expecting this man to lose his kneecaps, but y'all don't know Arc system works at all. There have been characters who have been dominating the meta, and they say, you know what would be great? What if we helped them out? What if we really, really just took our time to just give him a pat on the back and say, keep up the good work?
You mean Johnny? Yeah, man. He's not in this game. It's all right.
Look, he can't hurt you anymore, right?
Yeah, he can't hurt you anymore.
Only in your memories and in your dreams. But this is a new era. A lot of people have let their feelings be known about Strive. I'm personally digging it. I feel as though there's a lot of, I don't know, you can put a lot of character into your character into this game. I don't believe, who are you maining right now?
I'm maining Kai Kisuke.
Oh, so you're throwing.
No, because he's buff now. Come on, man.
Is he buffed enough? Is he truly ready to take on the world?
Enough for right now, yes.
Okay.
Yes,
all right.
actually.
All right, look, I'll take your word for it. I will take your word for it. But he ain't no Zato.
I mean, Zato doesn't have guts, though, man. Come on, man.
If you think that's the only thing that, that matters, I'm sorry to inform you.
Yeah, but see, you always have a winning chance against Zato because, you know, even if you're in the corner getting pressured and whatnot, all you need is one or two snipes on Eddie, and you get your moment, and then you can, you know, you can hit him, and he'll die. If you got bar, you'll hit him, and he'll die because he has no guts. He's like, oh, well, even though I have full health, it doesn't matter. I'm taking all the damage. So.
Look, man, at that point, look, if I got to hold all this pressure, I'm going to just YRC, bro.
Look, man, I
know the meter penalty is very steep, but getting that man off of you, it pays more dividends than having that meter penalty. I'm going to tell you that right now.
I'm also a Soul Bad Guy player, so
Oh, so you're the villain.
Yeah.
So you're actually the problem.
Subtle bad guy.
Now, I have been checking out some of the people who are playing casuals, and we got a couple of Fausts in the bracket. So we're going to see a little bit of everybody, from the bottom of the bottom, the lowest of the low, coming from the gutter all the way to the top, all the way to the celestial floor. So I'm pretty sure that we're going to see quite an extravagant turnout for the players tonight. We got about, what, 45, something like that?
Yeah, about 45, 46.
And I do believe they're actually calling a match for stream right now. So hopefully when we get that information, we can bring it to you.
Yeah.
But personally, how do you feel about the Roman Council system in this game? You know, I know a lot of people aren't really fully utilizing the blue RC because, you know, on Drift, you can use it defensively in order to punish people.
So I think,
especially against Kai, your boy. Oh, we exploit that here.
Make fireballs better in the game. So I think that the RC system is really good. It's really fun. It makes the game really, really fun. Maybe the only thing to adjust would be allowing people to build more bar or build bar faster so that they could utilize that mechanic more because, I mean, you're using half your bar to RC. So, if you're spending RC for defense or for offense, well, mostly if you're spending it for defense, then you're, out a super. You can't use a super for a wall break or anything like that. So you're making a decision on how you want to use this resource, and unless you have full bar, you can only really use that resource once until you get a wall break, and then your bar builds faster. So I just talked myself out of this buff that I wanted.
Yeah, I was going to say, you were really just talking. So do you think they should bring back the quarter system where it's 25 of your tension meter as opposed to 50?
Yeah, but certain RCs do that. Like YRC does that.
YRC be taking half, bro.
What? YRC? Maybe it changed from the beta, I guess. I don't know. It was 25 in the beta. That's all I remember. I don't YRC enough because I hate the meter penalty that you get when you YRC, but whatever.
All right, looks like we're getting our players up here.
All right. American Eagle. I am also an American Eagle of the United States of America, so I like that shirt.
I mean, you picked the right game to play to wear an American Eagle shirt.
Yeah.
Because that eagle be showing up all the time in America, no less. You know, it's funny, on PC, I don't really ever actually hear that song that much. But I hear on PS4, y'all got a whole thing.
Wow.
Y'all got a ballad.
Came straight to hurt me, huh? Straight for hurting me, huh?
I don't necessarily know if I came to hurt you, my friend. I'm just telling you what it is. I don't make the rules like that. But I do see that people are actually going to check their buttons. This was a problem last night in Dragon Ball where people would just go in blind, no button check, then all of a sudden they super dash, was their vanish macro, and now they're confused, and now they're in the loser's bracket.
Yeah.
We've also seen people decide, you know, it'd be cool if I decided to, you know, just for a little bit, not desync any of the pads. Because we warned them. We had a whole seminar, a whole TED Talk before the tournaments. Before each one, no less. Had a whole tutorial system on how to do it. But here we go. We're rocking with Chip versus Soul. We starting off at the top of the tier list.
Now Chip got he got nerfed recently. So his drill, I believe it's down in kick, down K, 2K. It actually got nerfed so that you can actually hit him out of it at pretty much the apex of it now. So like you can get a good punish on him with that. But you know, so bad guy. He also got nerfed, but he also got buffed. You can actually combo off of that command grab that you just saw.
Oh, good backdash just out of the blade. A lot of people don't necessarily know that. Oh my God, we out here doing the rawest of DPs, getting sent to the shadow. That's rough.
Right. So JTR taking the first round already. Wonky Students gotta bring it back.
You know how bold you gotta be to challenge plus frames? Like you know how I know you're Chip, and I know you're used to, you know, blocking something and it's immediately your turn. You got a 4-frame. But you're going against a man. That's a grown man right there.
Right. You can't just throw out Razor Blade at any point in time. You can't throw out that clone at any point in time because he can hit that. And Chip has the lowest defense in the game, so.
Oh, my man just
he
said,
explodes just like that.
I'm gonna just scoop you up out the air, my guy. Frequent flyer miles are not being racked up on Soul Bad Guy's account, not on his credit card.
It's all right. I mean, Wonky Student still has a chance here. Like, this is a very explosive game. That was a good attempt, going for the tick grab, but there are ways to get out of that. You can, let's see some guys combo.
Well, it seems like JTR is really understanding his matchup knowledge. Like, if it's not his turn, you know, he's backdashing out of there. It seems to be his main escape option. He's like, look, bro, I don't have to necessarily play your game, bro.
Right.
I dropped the combo. I don't believe that's exactly the role he was looking for.
Yeah, I don't think that was the right combo. He could have played it to RC once he got close.
Okay. I tried to go for the wild throw, but unfortunately he runs right back in. He just gets cut up the middle. Now, personally, I do think that Walking Student, you know, needs to make, you know, a couple of adjustments. I just feel like he's just putting his face right into 5 close slash range. Like, I just feel like he's just there.
Yeah, it seems like Wonky Student, he's been dropping a lot of like concurrents and combos. Seems like he's relying more on the mix-up aspect of Chip here. You know, getting people with those straight beta blades, alpha blades, you know, all of that.
But JTR, like I said, he understands the matchup knowledge. Like, you know, he's backdashing out when he can, he's jumping out when he can.
Right. And he's also so bad guy, so you do it twice and you're done.
Yeah, just pick him up by his bootstraps and just say, nah, man.
And the set is oh my God.
Yeah, that was fast. That was 2. Soul Bad
Chip,
guy.
ladies and gentlemen, Chip has the worst defense in the game. So, yeah.
I'm telling you, man, Soul players be trying to be auditioning for games done quick, bro. They trying to go to GDQ every set.
So it looks like JTR might know. I think that's Radical from the Dragon Ball tournament.
Yeah.
Maybe like maybe that's his younger brother or something. That, like, you know, he was there helping him like set up his buttons and whatnot. So maybe, you know, he taught his bro, you know, some of the basics of the Soul Bad Guy and how to win. So.
Hey, man, it's nice when you got a family member in your own house who's like, nah, bro, don't worry, I got you.
You mean like Sonic Fox and his brother, was it Kawiggles? Is it Kawiggles or is it, oh my God, his brother, I don't remember it right now, but like, you know, I think Kawiggles was the training partner who's their friend, and then his brother is someone else whose name also starts with a K. But, I mean, we also got a Dan cosplayer on stream right now playing against Kneecaps. Kneecaps, who told me earlier that he's playing May in this game. So.
And he said, and I quote, if I'm ever in doubt, Totsugeki out.
Totsugeki out.
So
That's
maybe
right.
a lot of you may have seen this before. Maybe you guys understand what we're talking about. If you played this game at all for any amount of time and you've been trying to ascend the tower, I'll tell you right now, you know a little bit about this.
Yep.
This is not necessarily something that will be new to you. However, we're going to see if his opponent is going to be able to actually challenge these Dolphins, because when they're coming at you in the neutral, you can hit them.
Yeah.
You do not necessarily have to take it.
Yeah. May also got a few nerfs this patch, but you know, there's a weird mentality of like once a character gets nerfed a certain way, people are just like, oh, that character's not good anymore, or they're not as good as they were anymore. But May is still pretty good. She's still pretty good. I believe, was it stand 5H got nerfed. Jump H also got nerfed. But like it's just a lot of the situations where why did the disc come out of that? Whatever. Like
Nah, but I don't know. It was weird. We just saw a disc come out of the station and just start rolling. We were just like, hello?
Look, man. Luckily, we're playing the digital version of the game, but I warned against using this console, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah.
Oh, you got beef with this console? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah. This is the same console we used for Dragon Ball. So, if you were there, if you know, you know.
Oh, man. The inside jokes already, man.
Yeah,
you know,
if you
it's
know,
kind
you
of
know.
painful. I mean,
Yeah, I just wanted to use
I told
that.
you this console was cursed.
I just wanted to use that properly at some point in my life, and I finally got the opportunity today. So, if you know, you know.
Oh, for a second, I thought we were getting the main. Oh, we are. All right. Well, you know, if you guys like dolphins, whales, and other sea creatures and mammals, well, you are in for a show.
Well, yeah.
If they give you any sort of, let's just say, bad memories, please avert your eyes for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And when I say avert your eyes, keep the stream open, close your eyes, and imagine different animals.
Who do you think is going to Totsugeki first? Round start?
Same time.
Okay.
Oh, no.
None of them.
We're playing quite reserved.
So we got Mickey Wins, the Dan cosplayer, and Kneecaps playing against each other right now. And Kneecaps is putting on pressure right now. Kneecaps is the black main. But slide. Oh, what's the grab?
That's the thing that a lot of people are be grabbing too early when they're trying to, you know, get somebody on wake up. But
Yep. I like the burst from Mickey Wins. Didn't want it. Okay. This is a short combo. That
plus one is just bad
no.
dangerous, bro. But drops the combo, but ends up picking up the W regardless.
Yeah, he probably wanted to do 6P there to continue the combo. The 6P also wall bounces for most characters is notable. I think some characters their 6Ps are they don't have that kind of problem for whatever reason. Like Kai. So
Okay, other side, good
Alright,
RC.
good RC.
He tried to go for the opposite stuff, ends up dropping it. It's all right. He's got quite the life advantage. UCAPS is going to punish them. Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
I
that's
lied
got
to
splash
you.
damage, buddy. Oh. 6P.
Hey, man, just throw out the disjoints, man. It'll work.
And see, that normal got nerfed. That's why May was able to anti-air that with, was that Crouching H? I think all the anchor normals are H normals for May. I'm not a May player. Sorry, guys.
I do see that Kneecaps is able to actually react and, you know, tell which dolphin is which. Now,
Yeah.
granted, when you play the character, you should know these things. Because I see a lot of people when they're fighting against May, they don't know which dolphin to challenge.
Right.
Okay, now this is the May matchup we were expecting. Oh my God, that's the second time we can go for that throw, and it just has not worked out.
All right. Okay.
Okay, we back in there.
Oh, almost. Air throw.
And there we go. Kneecaps on set point.
Now, I've noticed that Mickey Wins doesn't immediate burst whenever he gets hit as burst. So that might like him in the future if he gets burst back. Before this damage takes him out.
Because he'll be getting his burst back if he gets hit one more time.
Almost got hit by that.
Actually, never mind. He still hasn't gotten it back.
Super cheap mix-up where you do the ball throw and RC, you drift forward, and now it's a 50-50. I hope you can guess.
But kneecaps didn't need to do all that. My man just said, let me just go ahead and get this 2-0 real quick.
Right.
Like, my man literally just choked that man
Bro, that's fast.
out of the sky.
It's fast.
That's a dangerous man.
Yeah. And now,
He's bestowing matchup knowledge to the pupil.
yes.
They are May Players United.
Oh, they're part of the May Coalition. That's right, the May Coalition. You may have heard of the anti-May Coalition, but they are part of the true May Coalition. So they are going to boost their players as much as
That's a
possible.
true fellowship. A fellowship based on love is infinitely more sustainable than one based off hate.
I mean, I believe Justin Long plays May, but does he even still play this game at this point?
I'm sure he does, because most of these cats, they do play a lot of games.
I
That's
think-
the problem. They just play a lot of games.
Yeah, I think he's just in the crew of people who would rather play this offline instead of playing online, and that's the issue here. And Haitian King taking off his hoodie on stream.
Yeah, my man's just saying I'm part of U.S. Army Esports, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, Haitian King plays Faust.
Faust.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen. Faust got some buffs, but not enough. Renlevel 5H does pretty well against a Faust in the sense of a Faust is going to sit back and throw items like this. And also, I believe it hits bomb, but I could be wrong. Either way.
Well, I do believe that the new Garo change, allowing it to have more range, that there's a lot more combo routes that are available to Ramapal.
Yes.
And I feel like at this point, like King Chernobyl just hasn't really gotten a chance to get like a hit that can lead to something substantial.
6S, 6H, I mean, getting some counter hits, but no conversions, and
RC. And,
that's that.
we got those. We see you, King Haitian. We see you. My man's popping off saying that was me. I want y'all to know it was me. It was always me.
The Haitian King popping off right now. I guess maybe he's had some problems with Lance balls in the past, but look at that. Oh, almost the conversion. Nice.
That's one thing a lot of Faust players, a lot of people who play them always say that they like about him is the simple fact that, like, off these random stray hits, you can just do some sick things. The issue is you really got to go out of your way to go get them.
Right.
That was one of the ugliest win freezes ever, because like it was like on
honestly,
the wall
yes.
splat.
Yes.
So Ramnathal was just looking at the screen like, hello, I was defeated.
I was going to say, King Chernobyl is an example of, like, if you don't know the Faust matchup, you will get eaten up because, like, there are certain things about the matchup you need to know. There are certain things you need to know that you can actually swing at.
Like a lot of his normals can just be 6P'd.
Right.
You can definitely stay out of range of most of his air projectiles, especially when you're playing a character with giant air normals like Ram.
Yeah. King Chernobyl kept trying to throw swords to, like, anti-air Faust, and he got some hits, but no conversions off of it. Maybe he wasn't, like, prepared to actually get, like, a real combo off of that or anything, but, like, he wasn't able to convert pretty much anything that he got in these situations. So.
Yeah, because when you look back at round one, he definitely got the most of the random stray hits. Like, he was out here, I won't necessarily being the most calculating person, but King Haitian was getting eaten alive. But if it doesn't lead to anything, you can't snowball it, you can't build momentum,
right.
And it allows Haitian King to stay around, linger. And when a Faust knows that he can get in there and you're not going to challenge him or you're not going to push buttons in response, and he starts pushing buttons with confidence, that's when things can get a little rough.
Yeah.
But speaking of Flowchart is back. And let's be honest, man. You saw Flowchart yesterday playing Ginyu 17 and 18 in Dragon Ball. And I've talked to him, and he's since said that, yeah, all my other characters are very Flowcharty and one-dimensional, but every now and then, I try to mix it up, and he wanted to mix it up in Dragon Ball. But in this game, he's picking a character that we definitely expect him to pick up, and that is Chip.
Yeah.
Now, he could be playing Soul for all I know, because I see him right now. He could be
pick
playing
Chip.
both.
He's definitely going to pick Chip. He's going to pick Chip, and he's going to annoy his opponent as much as possible.
All right, getting our buttons together.
Now, with Chip, you do need pretty good defense because you got to avoid getting hit as much as possible. but
Because
that man's fast.
because Chip can definitely hit you with a death from 1,000 cuts. Like it
Sure
gets to a
can.
point to where it's like you guessed wrong here and there, and it just all of a sudden ring-ding damage adds up to your whole health bar.
Exactly.
But if you want to swat him away and get rid of him, you definitely picked the right character with Soul Bad Guy. Because he's back.
I want to see the names for these players because in the first set that we saw,
Because I believe this is JTR again.
yeah. So then JTR,
Yeah, because in the first round, he also played against the Chip.
so then maybe he was sitting on the wrong side because he was sitting on the 1P side. Ah, finally, a man of culture here, erasing the. He's got to go to Bluetooth devices, and then
Yeah, he's actually deleting and desyncing the pads.
well, crazy.
Thank you. You love to see it. People who listen. But, if it's not their first rodeo, obviously the last thing you want is to be playing your set, doing well, and then whoop. But once again, Sony, I will humbly ask and I will request this yet again. I've done it for years. But what we need to do is when you go to that page where you can remove Bluetooth devices, please put a remove all button. It would save plenty of people all across the world a lot of time and a lot of effort, and we would definitely appreciate that. But enough about Sony and their missteps. It's time for rock, paper, scissors because the ultimate mind game is happening, and it seems as though Flowchart has once again come up on the short side of that stick. It's wild when you initiate the game of rock, paper, scissors, and then you get whopped.
Yeah.
But you gotta show that yourself that you're not shaking.
Duel 1.
Let's see how these two competitors keep it going. Oh, okay. I see you, JTR. Now, the thing about Flowchart when I was noticing play earlier is like he will always do button, and then now it's like pick an object.
Right.
Because he's definitely doing a special move all the time. He plays at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Button, special. Button, special.
The mix.
There it grab.
No, he could have actually RC'd that, but fine.
Baits the,
Okay.
baits the DP. Beautiful
Yeah.
stuff.
Duel 2.
Now, JTR, in his first match when he was playing against Chip, it was very easy for him to just autopilot defense, backdash, get out of there. That was the answer every single time. But Flowchart,
That was actually the nerf that I was talking about right there. He did the drill kick, and he got
Yeah, it leaves you
anti-aired.
closer.
Yeah, he got anti-aired by Stan S. Before that drill kick actually kind of would have like been but
and if you block it, it also lands closer to you, so you can get whatever punish you want at that point as well.
right, exactly.
Especially when you're part of Club Soul, where you got a 3-framer.
He needed to dash a little bit closer. He wanted to get close ass again, and then into whatever.
Blue RC.
What? Blue RC into 5B.
Hey man, I
Or
told you,
2B.
man, using that defensively, now in some moves that were very safe-ish, or things that are punishable, making them more punishable. Especially if someone is like going to autopilot and immediately try to push back buttons afterwards, you can catch them. That slowdown is OD.
Right. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, that was an opportunity to get some big damage on Chip, but it's all right. Now, one of the nerfs that Soul got is that he has more recovery on Bandit Bringer, but they extended the range of Crouch S, which you saw with that counter hit that he got before.
A lot of people weren't using that move before the patch, but it's definitely been showing up at some opportune times here. But speaking of opportune, JTR has 100 meter. He did a gold burst that really didn't even need to matter because he already has the meter. And all it takes is one touch, but he's got burst.
One more touch, and he's got the game. But
To be honest, that was very even.
right.
But Flowchart takes game 1.
Duel 1.
All right, game 2, what we got?
Yeah, so Flowchart took the first game. Game 2, let's see how JTR adjusts to this chip play. Because look at this. He hasn't changed it up. I'm telling you that right now.
I told you, Flowchart is going for the 1, 2, and pick a blade. Okay, my man definitely took his spots right, had his space right, did not get the combo, gets a DP for his troubles, and now we're right back to this.
Now, the thing about being a soul player is that you can get very, like, flowcharty, very,
now, he could have Roman canceled right there and got
Yeah.
the kill, but he decided to opt for that.
You can get very, like, autopilot, like, with your confirms. Like, at one point, JTR got the counter hit 6S, and he just went for, he went for a bandit revolver, and that was it. He could have got more damage there. And unfortunately, he lost the round because it was not really something like that. See, now he's in a tough spot. He's trying to hit him with 5S, even though 5K is the button you really want to hit. Because
Good YRC.
because it's still a 3-framer. Somehow, some way, it survived the nerf. It's still a 3-framer, so it's one of the fastest normals in the game. And it's a good anti-air, and you get it's jump canceled. But
JTR just needs one solid confirm. Chip doesn't have burst, but unfortunately, I don't think he's going to get it. Oh man, that was a big ugly boy scramble right there.
sure was.
But it seems like Flowchart has been trying to force Flowchart scrambles the entire weekend. It seems like in every game he's entered thus far, we somehow end up in this very exact neighborhood.
I mean, yeah. What else is he gonna do? I think he tells everyone like this.
I mean, this is my name.
It. Yeah,
This is my ID. This is my identity.
This is exactly what I'm gonna do. So if I hear flowchart and I hear Chip, I'm expecting the basics. I'm expecting online Chip to come at me, and I'm gonna like fight him like that until I see otherwise.
But what if the online Chip becomes the offline Chip? Then what do you do?
I adjust my gameplay. See,
Okay, all right, I just want to make sure. But it seems like we got the boy Mugen up here on stage right now. Okay.
Yep, Mugen Zeta.
Now I wonder who he plays in this game because I saw him. He did well in Tekken. He did all right in Dragon Ball, I believe. I think he was 9th or something like that.
Something
Maybe
like
8th?
that. Yeah.
Man, real nice guy.
Yeah.
Kind of soft-spoken, but real nice dude. Real humble. He actually he listens to direction. Like I'm telling you, man, he was desyncing all the controllers. He was making sure nobody ruined my tournament today.
Well,
Not me.
I mean, it seems like he's this is not his first rodeo when it comes to tournaments.
It can be. Ain't no way. My man is experienced.
Right.
All right, for a second there, I thought somebody else was trying to get on stage. And I was like,
Yeah.
what? I was getting mad confused by that there, but it seems as though we're almost ready to begin with the next round. So who do you think Mugen Zeta plays? Have you seen anything at all?
No, I haven't seen anything at all. I'm assuming he's gonna pick Mila or something.
It's got to be Potemkin.
Oh, he's gonna
it's
pick
May?
Kai?
May versus Kai? Okay, well, maybe you might be able to learn something, or maybe you'll have something to teach him afterwards. We'll see.
Maybe. I don't know. Being a Kai Kisuke player is really just
I think they're both pretty
recently
good colors.
switched to purple because I now have the DLC colors. Before, it was just that Soul Bad Guy color because I wanted it to be just as good as that character. Oh, Sasageki to start it off.
Just running in there and keeping the momentum.
Oh,
of
no,
your
that's
dust
not
is,
safe.
like mad good.
No punish though.
I don't think a lot of people will expect to punish it because it's still inconsistent where sometimes the first part will hit and then it's,
Well, that's so if it's close, only the first part will hit. If it's far, like at a certain distance, now because of the buff, both hits will hit you clean, and that's how it should be. That is how it should be. Like close up. If you're blocking that, it should be functional. I mean, that move should not be used in that way, anyways. But doesn't matter because Frozen 8 taking the first match. Like you see right there, that should have comboed properly, and it did. Now, because of the buff. Before, not so much. Ooh, that's sweet. That makes up.
it does. We're probably going to see a burst here. Oh,
Maybe
no,
not.
he just dropped the dust combo. Seeing these characters walking around with a lot of meter, but they're not spending it. I understand.
I'm telling you, man. It's hard to. Oh no, that was
Waits
it.
the DP, but it's not ready.
Interesting combo here. And oh no, you could have done anything. You could have supered.
Oh, you hate to see it.
Run up overhead.
Well, my man's looking confused. Like, I don't. What do? What do?
Are they gonna rematch? Yeah, they're gonna rematch.
Duel
I feel like May is always ahead, like no matter what level of play you're at, if you're finding someone your level who also plays May, I feel like it always ends up being a headache for you because May gets a lot of damage to the corner. I'm not necessarily sure about that burst. Like it was mad late into the combo. I understand that it gets you out of the wall situation, but it would have reset neutral regardless. But he has the corner.
Right. Oh, that's
Very punishable.
Can't just throw out Thunderbird like that. Not unless you got Bar to save yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, Bar can save you from a lot.
Especially when you're playing characters that hit like a Mack truck. Okay, here we go. Starting off from offense.
All right. Not going to get a lot of damage
And he's
here.
going to get shamu.
Yep. That's an invincible super, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah. Some May players will have full bar, they'll do that super, and then RC if it doesn't hit. Or RC if it does hit, because then they can get a combo. Not great.
It's a perfect system in a perfect world.
Now, May's in shock state right now, so, alright, she's out of it. But shock state DP,
Same
Chef's
drink
kiss.
tomato.
Yeah, chef's kiss. Oh no, not the greatest.
And put into the corner, and the burst didn't work.
Maybe that was an input error. Sacred Edge. Whoa, 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 whoa. You don't want that. Okay, Kai's still alive though. Moving Zeta can bring this back.
It's going to be tough.
All right.
This is a good start.
Oh no.
Why are you?
I think he's afraid of the birds. Sacred Edge. That's not gonna sit out.
But that will do it. You just
right.
run behind it.
Stun
Dipper
Dipper.
behind it, It's fine. That was a series of unfortunate events right there.
Yeah, he did jump dust. That move is not good in that kind of scenario. One of Ty's better jumping buttons is jump right kick. You can actually link that to jump slash. Oh, I like the sweep there. He could have actually went for the same situation again. Just got the knockdown in throughout the hard fireball, the H fireball. But it's all right. Getting the combo. Oh no, dropped it a little bit. Oh, what? Oh.
Lucas Zeta seems like he's woke up a little bit. He's challenging the Dolphins. He's not just letting things go away for free.
Yeah, but he missed an opportunity. Sacred Edge. But he's building meter fast, so just gotta calm it down a little bit.
And unfortunately, that was tough.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was tough. I believe that's 2-0, right?
Yeah, that's 2-0. I was gonna say he just needed to calm it down a little bit. And use his bar to get in, or go and get a grab, spend the bar. Use stand slash or 5S to poke him out a little bit. Use the bar if it's if you feel like it's not safe. Whatever. Use your bar to adjust to the situation that's going on right there. But instead, he got hit by that super, and
I mean, there's been multiple times where Zeta would actually get a hit confirm, and he had meter, but then he just wouldn't fully extend off of it.
Yeah, it was weird, but
I mean, that happens sometimes. Sometimes it's tournament nerves. Sometimes it's just in the heat of the moment, you just didn't think about it.
Yeah, some of the combos are not the most optimal, but
when you're playing against a character like May, you better find some optimal routes.
Yeah, it's a little bit frazzling.
Because that's a ticking time bomb right there.
It's a little bit frazzling to play against that character if you're not prepared for the amount of mix that you're going to be in. But hey.
But I see Haitian King coming back up yet again.
Yeah, Haitian King going to play Faust again. We'll see what he pulls out. Also, his opponent has a very nice Persona 5 t-shirt, but haven't seen him play yet, so I'm not sure what character he's going to play.
So if you had any guesses, do you think we're going to see any Potemkins tonight?
Yes, for sure. At least one. At least one. I'm going to guess that Kraken plays Potemkin also because he tends to play grapplers. But, yeah, at least one Potemkin. For sure. You know, you're crazy, man. Like there's some psychic ability going on with you over here, man. Like, you said that, and then he picked the character. It's almost like he heard you. It was like, I'm going to do it for you.
Nah, sometimes I can look at it. I can just look at him. I know what a Potemkin player looks
you know
like.
because you are one.
I plead the fifth.
Nah, I see.
I mean, trust me, I got to plead the fifth because when we use Garuda Impact, we are getting away with murder every time.
Well, he needs it.
Look, I just feel like Guard Crush State in this game is just like something that may not need to exist. But
you're very right.
But since I got it, you know, I'll happily take it. I thought my man was trying to Johnny Cage the camera right there for a second.
I think he was trying to adjust that a little bit because of the way Magic hit you. But
okay,
Joker Senpai. All right, make a fisto. Oh, I thought he was going to man grab over there, but it's okay. Oh, Potemkin though. Yeah, you're going to...
Okay, backwards hammer fist, making enough alteration. And
I like the usage of the meter there. Went for Terra Pop Buster, but didn't get it. Now getting comboed by Faust. All right.
I feel like this is one of those situations where we're about to say what life leads.
You're right, but it's okay. Whoa, thank you, Mini Faust.
Okay, that almost got dangerous. Mini Faust is there. There's the bomb.
He wasn't prepared for punching the burst, but it's all right. And boom.
Yeah, he had enough things out there covering some real estate for him.
Right. Oh, God.
Trumpet, Meteor.
6 feet to start it off. Man, look at that RNG. He got Trumpet and he got Meteor.
But the Trumpet is actually coming in to stop Faust from just running in, like, basically back in the skies.
Right. Wow. You see that? He got stuffed by Mega Fist. Isn't that crazy?
Look, I told you, most of Faust's normals are going to get sniped.
Yep. And the armor from Hammerfall right there is going to absorb the ton, but it doesn't matter because he's getting combo. Drop combo, though. So it feels like Joker Senpai is trying to punish the tornado, and he's not going with the right option here. I mean,
Haitian King is playing it smart because he's backing off of tornado, and he's not just fully committing and going in.
Right. So I think he should just, hold that, block it, try not to punish it. If he actually went for a Garuda right there, he would have.
Yeah, but that would have been mad preemptive for him to do that.
I actually thought in my brain he was going to try and Garuda the next tornado regardless. And so after the RC, I was like, oh, he might just get grabbed. But,
good anti-air there.
All right, this is going to be damage. Oh, good burst though. All right, don't teleport. I was trying to get in. Drill.
Now, I do know that Faust definitely has problems with big limbs.
Yes.
And I just feel like... Oh, there we go. The knockdown, Russian breakfast, the sweep.
Mega Fist. I would rather he not Mega Fist there so that he gets the hard knockdown so you can actually have a real mix-up into possibly Pop Buster.
Or too close.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Is he going to break the wall? No. Mini Faust is out.
I do think it's unfortunate for Faust, though, when he does have meter, that he does have a super that's supposed to wall break, but it does not always wall break, even when it's near the corner.
Right. Now, this Faust is in the air, and he has not been grabbed by Potemkin at all.
No, he goes DPS. Oh, it didn't matter where he went there, but he could have baited that first. It doesn't. Backwards hammer fist, bro. The classic. So 1-1.
Hey man, did you know that if you do Kara backwards hammer fist,
you're plus 6?
It's plus 6? Yeah.
Is that something you really want to see right now?
Yes. But also no.
Oh, good block on the dust.
Yeah. I believe all dusts are overheads in this game, so blocking a charge dust is pretty good for you.
That was the first utilization that we've seen of the 2K, the buff for Potemkin.
Yeah.
I think it moves faster a little bit horizontally, and it's less punishable on wall.
Right. Hammer
Okay,
bar.
make sure to remain safe. Good YRC.
All right, getting the trade over here.
That could have been. That was it.
Yeah.
That's what he's been looking for the entire time. He finally gets it. He does it. Not ready for the trigger.
All right, goes to
Trumpet is in play.
Command throw. And trumpet. Well, trumpet's gone. But now he can set that off, and it's over.
Yeah, man. When you get that afro on your head, your hitbox gets extended. Like Potemkin's already big.
True.
So that's basically an instant overhead. True. That's tough to block. Haitian King on set point, gets the trumpet, makes sure the little minions are coming in. Able to pick up that ammo. Oh, my man, DJ Horror Buster just did it.
Just did it, man.
I don't know if that's out of desperation, but this bomb might actually hit.
All right, it hit Faust. Okay, good. You can hit that.
Yeah, being able to challenge, like something that you have to do. Bait the burst.
Faust has gotten more command grabs here than Potemkin. Falling right into it. Wow. And Haitian King
It was my trap all along.
Yeah. All right, so correct me here. Garuda is the anti-air grab, right? Or is that
No,
heat knuckle?
That's heat knuckle. Garuda Impact is the
It's
Mad plus
the shoot okay.
the Mad plus guard break, and if it hits, guaranteed buster.
Okay. Why did they buff that move? It was already good, and we were already getting tech that was like, hey, yeah, you know, this move is really great to pressure people in situations with Potemkin. And it was like, yeah, we're gonna buff that. Potemkin needs that.
Look, as a Potemkin player, look, I'm just happy to get whatever we get. As long as they don't take my kneecaps, I'm good.
You're not a Potemkin player. You're
I know I
an
main
player.
Eno, but like I'm just saying, like, you know, sometimes, you know, you might want to grab somebody, you might want to armor somebody.
Hey, well.
I know a lot of people at home don't like armor as a mechanic in fighting games at all, but I didn't ask those people. I didn't tell them to fill out a survey.
Those people are weak. What are you talking about? You don't want to armor people through things? Look, I played Marvel 3. I played against Hulk. He went like this, and you were like, oh, all right, let that guy swing over there. You know, whatever. But like, armor is not that bad in games, and usually there are ways to break it. Like, for example, Street Fighter 4, you could break armor with focus attack, or you had specific moves that broke armor, like DPs and whatnot. And even though focus attacks, like universally, everyone has an armor move, which is focus attack. But you could break it with certain moves. Every fighting game has that kind of mechanic where it's like if you have armor moves, there are ways to break the armor.
Look, if you ever wanted to learn how to fight armor, I just pick up any game made by NetherRealm Studios.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That'll be a whole. That's a different beast, believe me. But there's a whole tutorial you could go ahead and look at.
Now, a lot of fighting games have a mechanic where it's like armor means you could just armor through a certain amount of hits. So you could just use multi-hitting normals or special moves or whatever. But I don't know. Skills Gear have
I believe
that. Or is it just like, oh, this is going to like tank through whatever until the armor frames are gone?
I think that's on a case-by-case basis.
Okay. Because I know Pumpkin Hammerfall, GG's, good luck. Like, just don't try to, like, challenge that.
Well, it's mad negative, so if they don't have meter, you know, you just go ahead and smoke them. But I believe this is Frozen King back up here against MP.
Frozen Ape.
Excuse me, Frozen Ape, excuse me. Frozen Ape back up here against MP.
Okay. May versus Anji Mito, though. Frozen Ape is playing May, and MP is playing Anji Mito. Anji, who got tons of buffs.
Yeah, he's a different man.
Yeah.
He's treating Chip like he brand new right now.
You can do Rekka follow-ups off of,
Whip?
Yeah, off Whip.
Now we're going to see if early burst, but we're going to see if MP is actually going to be challenging the Dolphins.
Yeah, people have been making jokes that, you know, Anji got busted and he's still low tier. And Smash is kind of showing that off a little bit right now, but it's all right. Anji has some mix. Anji getting in right now. Look at this. Butterfly. Good burst from Frozen Ape.
Almost had the sick
Oh!
combo.
Good spin right there.
And he takes round one.
Yeah.
So one interesting thing that I want to say about Anji, though, is like the fact that he got buffed, it puts him in a very, very interesting position because while he still has the gaps in his records and his continuations, he still has the fact that he can cancel it, hop forward, get a throw, start his pressure back up. He's got meter. Things can get ugly real fast. Like, he's a character that can snowball.
Right.
Especially at this state in the game where a lot of people still haven't lapped it.
Exactly.
But it's nice to see that Frozen 8 not afraid to challenge.
Yeah, you shouldn't be afraid to challenge Anji unless you see him spinning. The spin does have a counter effect where you'll see a freeze on the screen there, and oh my god, that's exactly what I was talking about earlier. Yeah, it has frames where it will absorb a move, and then Anji will be able to punish you. So usually Anji players spin, expect you to press a button. So if you see the spin, you can just let it rock and then punish it accordingly. So. But I believe now we can actually do the follow-ups out of spin. Yeah. Like that.
Yeah, man, a lot of people are starting to hate food.
Bro.
That move is a menace to sight.
Bro, a menace for sure. But it's okay. Anji needs that because he's low tier, right?
So that low swipe is punishable, by the way.
Yes. But, oh, that's a Totsukeki. Alright. 2P, Totsukeki. I can go counter hit, though. This is going to hurt. He's going to break the wall.
To save you. Alright, May with 100 meters mad scary. Oh,
counter super. He's like, I knew the beast would come out.
Yeah, that was a great game of red light, green light right there.
Today we blame the beast.
Hey, I'd blame the beast.
Hell yeah.
Round start? There's no way he'd just do it, right?
Totsukeki. I like the throw, the command throw, but no follow-up here.
Oh, but that was a goal burst. My man sitting on 100 meters.
Yeah.
At any point, you can just get in there and just put the fans up. You would have taken a lot of damage. Because that counter super, I'm not going to lie, I'm not even going to hold it. It's kind of deceptive.
Bro. Like,
it's kind of deceptive.
You literally said that, and then this happened. So, yeah, it's
he
kind
did
of
it again.
He tried to do it again.
But he's got meter bonus right now?
Right. Ooh, what's that? Is that his sex speed?
I believe so.
Duel 2.
But yeah,
Up. Throw. I like it. And got the counter hit. Oh, that's a combo.
yeah, Frozen 8 not having burst right now makes it very dangerous, especially if you get opened up in the corner. Because this character off the overhead gets mad damage.
I don't know what Frozen 8 was going for. Maybe he, like, misspaced something, but he like, jumped over onto
almost the
and
same
then just
version.
lost. So
Look at all
much
the
health.
meter he's building with the meter positive bonus. He's already back to 100 meter. And that pressure was going to continue, ladies and gentlemen. My man had mixed for days. Let's keep it a buck.
Yeah.
What? There's a gap? I'm going to slow it down real quick.
Yeah, honestly.
Whether RRC or PRC. Or he could have just let the whole thing rock and then blue RC, but that takes a lot of cojones to do something like that.
It sure does. It sure does. So.
And since I believe May also had 50 meter, he could have blue RC'd away or something like that, baiting the super. Like there's a lot of Yomi that could have taken place there.
Yeah, honestly, and it's really cool that RC allows you to do all those things.
Yeah, like there's a plethora of options that are like always available to you. Once you get 50, 100 meter, like you can start adding wrinkles into your pressure. Everything doesn't have to necessarily be black and white, A to B. You could throw anything. You could honestly throw the entire kitchen sink. You can throw anything in your character's repertoire at your opponent because you always know you have that get out of jail for 50 meter.
Right.
It's not get out of jail free, trust me, because you definitely don't be getting that back.
Yeah, exactly. Unless you get a wall break for whatever reason after your options, but we'll see.
That's true. I do think there's one thing that I would suggest that they buff substantially.
What?
Just blocks.
Yes.
I'm not sure what the correct answer is, but there needs to be an answer. Somebody must pay for allowing me to get my just block.
So, one of Soul's nerfs, one of Soul's changes was specifically for that option.
Because on faultless defense, he gets pushed back more.
Yeah. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I hope one of the system changes that comes is that just defend actually is more useful because you'll just defend a move and it's like, okay, but like I still can't punish this. It's like, cool, they're at less advantage than they would be if I just did a regular block, but I should still do FD. I should still faultless defense everything that I want to not deal with because it's going to actually push them away.
So this is kneecaps and major ham? Is that what we're looking at here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kneecaps is also a May play. We've been a lot of Mays on the stream.
We sure are.
You said that like you were upset.
Look, man. I'll tell you now.
Actually,
I am
no.
part of
Actually, wait, is kneecaps May or Soul?
May.
May. There you go.
May. For sure, May.
Demon. I'm going to say it every time. Demon.
What, May?
Yeah. Not the demon, but a demon.
Yeah, that's sure. That's for sure. The true demon of this game is Leo, and somehow, some way, I've not seen.
He can't keep getting away with it.
I haven't seen a single Leo player so far, and I'm surprised.
Yeah, because, you know, he got a nice shape up, man. My man looking crispy right now.
That's Wolverine, man. That's Wolverine in a Guilty Gear game. You don't want that, man. You don't want that. That's vanilla Wolverine in.
And since we're playing on PS4, I'm going to tell you right now, that little cross-up that he got.
Yeah, GG's. Good luck.
I know everyone just says grab it. I can do it on PC, but on PS4, man, nothing but the pain train coming out.
Yeah.
And I got a first-class ticket to the first-class cabin on it, bro. But speaking of pain, Ramlethal Valentine. The walking win condition.
The Ram lethal. 5S, 5H, sword toss, GG's.
No, but that 2S is also dangerous now.
Yes.
Mankind. Duel
And jump H is actually less dangerous apparently, but we'll see.
Here we go. Actually delaying the records, baiting something out.
All right, I like it.
Oh, where
Great combo. Oh, drop it though.
He dropped it, but don't worry. I get the feeling that we'll be back there in about 3 seconds.
We'll see.
Oh, we're bursting out, going back to the other side of the screen.
I really like this color that Major Ham is picked. See that glow on the sword?
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah,
oh,
man,
nerf,
coming
huh?
in with the deep.
Nerf, huh?
The win condition, I'm telling you, man.
Now she's making bar.
But if there are any assortment of characters that can bring this back, I would not be too shocked. If May is able to do it, he gets like a truck, has plenty of disjoints. Oh, my man spanned all the meter. My man said, you are not escaping. And gets a conversion, and somehow has gotten himself into a life lead, only to, well.
God, you always have to remember that she has this. An invincible super.
That is big.
If Ramlethal has bar, you have to respect her wake up. Her wake up. Because she could just wake up Superman.
Because when in doubt, believe me, a Ram player will throw it out.
Sure.
Oh, keep the sword there, make sure that they're locked down.
And you're going to feel stupid when you get hit by it. Because it's like, oh, why didn't I expect this?
Now you see that reach on Daro now?
Yes.
Like it's actually kind of beefy. But speaking of beefy, the seal.
The sea. So May's going to build a bunch of bar here, but Ramlethal almost has a bar, which means now you got to worry about.
She's got it now,
super
but
at
it's
any
not going to
point.
matter though, because that throw was he got yoked up again.
Yeah, you got a command throw.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Now we have not seen round start 5S, but you know, I get the feeling it's in his back pocket. It can happen at any time.
Yeah.
Well, here we are in the corner. I guess he was trying to go for a goal burst. He had big boy plans.
Yeah, that's strange.
Unfortunately, when you are in the final round, going for the goal burst is mad risky. Don't get me wrong, I respect the decision, but I'm going to see the Roman. There it is. Keep the pressure applied. Sword.
Oh, command throw. Oh, but no follow up there. He had bar. He could have gotten a combo, but it's all right.
But that's, you know, good wherewithal, you know, to make sure that you don't necessarily have to hold all that pressure.
Good burst there. Almost lost a lot of damage there. Getting hit by like a good YRC.
Good tech.
Meter penalty is over. So,
That was a close one right there.
yeah, kneecaps taking the first game. But Major Ham was doing really well, honestly. So
Let's
I
rock.
think Major Ham has a chance. I don't know why Ram players go for Daru after hits like that, where Daru doesn't actually launch like that in those situations.
Well, I do think they go for it because it does allow for some new combo routes. But at the same time, he did have 50 meters, so I think he could like Roman cancel.
Right.
Like right there.
Right.
Oh man, no follow up, no confirm. Okay, here we go.
See, that is the perfect situation to use Daru. Oh. And she died.
I think everybody forgets that both of these characters are going to do that.
Yeah. And she died.
Let's rock.
I have 50 tension, and you're jumping at me? I'll take my chances.
Exactly. I'll take my chances here. And
Oh man, plus on heavy dolphin. That's not your turn.
I like the staggers from Kneecap over here, though. Oh, 5P also. He's checking it. He's playing at the perfect range for May to not really deal with a lot of what Ram wants him to do. But, knockdown. Things get started here. Finishing the Rekka. Got it.
Now, we were in this situation last time. He tapped through his way out, so it seems like he's trying to stay a little bit out of range. And as soon as I say that,
He got Commando.
my man said, come over here, bro. Let's have a nice conversation real quick.
Now, I thought
May
that Major Ham
wins.
was going to go for a regular throw in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he did, and the Commander beat it. But, oh, man, that was unexpected. Well, actually, that situation happened twice.
Yeah, I was going to say, nah, that wasn't unexpected. My man had that scouted. My man said, I'll do it again. You going to have to show me. But all right,
Yeah.
takes it up 2-0.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got up here in the bracket. Let me scroll on through real quick. You all right, bro?
Yeah.
You good?
I am okay. I'm just stretching. You know, stretching is very, very important.
Yeah, so is staying hydrated, bro.
What? What does that have to do with anything right now?
I'm just letting you know that, it's important.
You trying to Ben Shapiro on me right now? Is that what's going on?
Ben Shapiro? Is that really where you're going with that?
Yeah, man.
Really?
You see, what you're talking about doesn't matter here, because actually what's happening is that there's a war going on in the universe.
Is it the war between who needs to be nerfed next, Soul or Leo?
That's right.
I thought someone just fell out of a chair just a second ago.
Bro.
There, I was getting worried for people's safety.
Bro, is there a camera over there?
I'm not sure.
Did we set that up? That don't look like ours.
No, I don't know whose that is.
What the heck? Okay.
All right, well, it be like that when it be like that.
No, like I was concerned because that camera almost got knocked over, but I'm like, wait, where did that come from?
I was like, that's $350 of good hardware at least. But speaking of good hardware, we got 2 more competitors coming to the stage.
Another hitbox player also.
You seem to be stroking your chin like,
Yeah, the hitbox, eh?
Right, let's see here.
May.
Another May player. Bro.
Oh, is it May Ram again?
Oh my God, it
sequel?
is. It is exactly the same matchup again.
All right, well, when you have 2 common characters, you got to expect these things. You're going to be seeing a lot of them.
Hey man, people are not changing their characters very much right now. I think maybe the system changes will push that, but right now everyone's sticking to who they got because as far as the changes go, the
Your
patch
best friend
goes,
in tournament is comfort.
it's really just like, hey, whatever you were doing, you could just actually keep doing it. You might be able to do it a little bit better now.
The beasts.
But all right, we got OG Ram.
Or hell.
And we got Blue May, the water color, water spirit. These intros are rocking, and I like it.
Yeah, if you're done talking, let's begin, bro.
Versus
That's right, Ram lethal.
Duel 1.
Hit him with it.
Okay, Down Spirits versus Script. He actually just started off.
Got the Gex. These two are actually taking big swings.
I mean, it's
I
very
definitely
hard
respect
to, like, I think Tonic Spirits is taking big swings because Trip is taking a lot of big swings.
Oh, he doesn't have the
Trying to
sword.
blow up the store. Yeah. Wow. I thought that was a Rams throw right there, but
No, because Tonic Spirits swung on plus Dolphin. So we're gonna see if that comes into play later. But we got the win condition. Good burst. Make sure you save yourself.
Wow.
But we're right
From down,
back to
turn.
it. He drops it.
wow.
Yeah, if you have a very quick forward advancing reversal, you don't have to play that minigame. You sure don't.
Here we go. But got the wall. All right. So
But May has that super on deck with
Whoa.
PRC, allowing the anti-air conversion to be much easier, but doesn't fully grasp it.
yeah. And now Ram has bar, so you gotta watch out. It doesn't matter because Comic Spirits takes it.
And I really like the double 5Ks there, mixing it up, making sure that May just isn't going to be able to immediately mash a reverse, hold it in place for the sword to actually explode. Right. Use the plus strength from that to continue the pressure. And it seems like Chris is finding himself in the corner a lot.
True. Comic Spirits is, I like that Comic Spirits is going for a lot of 5B anti-airs to start the round. Haro. Alright, trying to push to the corner. Got it. Alright. Wall break here. Not dead yet,
Meteor
but
advantage.
yeah.
Oh, good. Air to air.
Yeah.
That sword explosion caught the little tootsies right there. You didn't get your feet out the frying pan. You got burned. Just a little sin.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
But everybody likes dogs, I wish I had a dog like that.
Wins.
A fictional one, so I don't have to feed it
I
enough.
was
You know
about
what
to
I'm
say
saying?
that. I was like, do you really want a dog like that?
Yeah, once I found out dogs could catch COVID, I was like, no.
Oh, whoa.
It's scary out there, man.
We blame the beast.
Yeah, we sure do. But not the dogs. The humans are the beasts. Clearly.
Facts. But anyway, 5P, 5P, 5P.
That's the first time we tried to sneak that one in there.
Yeah, I like it. Got the throw.
Corner has 50 meters.
I like the anti-air. But,
He does the sword. Watch out for the Roman, the throw. Okay, actually, no, he's waiting. He's actually waiting for the forward advance normal.
He wanted to, he really wanted to do something about the type of game.
Oh, good air throw.
Nice. But didn't kill her. So, unfortunately, he's still in hot water right now.
He might be trying to bait the super, but oof. Maybe that's what Trip was going for in the corner right there.
Yeah.
Maybe he's trying to get the super input, but ended up just getting smoked.
I like the anti-air sword throw because he has been getting some mileage off of that. But
Yeah, he's trying to catch Trip on preemptive jumps, making sure that he stays in front of him.
right.
Because once they've been in the air, like, it just seems as though that disjointed anchor has been getting the better of him a little bit.
See, that's the situation I was talking about previously, where it's like Ram is going for Daro there, but there's no combo.
Made the burn. Try to.
Why not go for the record, get the knockdown, and then continue the pressure? Daro
Good,
just
but
kind of
remember,
sits there.
they do have bursts. I think they were trying to bait it in that way.
I mean, but if I see Daro, I'm not going to miss. Your combo's down. I say go for the record, at least the first time, to bait out the burst.
No. And he
Oh, he
drops
dropped it.
it. Who could have come? Oh, man, there were so many. There's so much drops in right now.
Oh, no.
And then he just, oof.
The nerfed normal takes it. I was told that the height on that normal, or the range on that normal, was nerfed, but hey, it was crouching. She got duffed.
Yeah, she got smoked. It's
So-
like that sometimes.
And I believe it was nerfed in a way where it was like, oh, it's not going to duff people on the head who are crouching anymore, and it's like, we lied to you.
Nah, man, that move is never not gonna hit a croucher. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I don't know what nerfs you read, but there's no way. I refuse to believe that.
Well, I refuse to believe
That's
it.
one of them Twitter videos with the fake patch notes and the really good editing. Yeah, that's what you must have been reading.
All right, so Kneecaps is on stream again.
Looks like Kneecaps is going to be on player 2 side.
Yep.
And so we got a May again.
I think we've had a May every match for like the last like 5 matches.
I mean, I think this is May first. I think this is the May Invitational at this point.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is.
I hope you're ready for Dolphins all top 8, ladies and gentlemen. Is that what you want?
No, I don't.
I want that Potemkin brother to pull on through, bro. I'll also be rooting for Haitian King playing Faust, you know?
Yeah.
It's nice to see Faust players just do good.
Yeah, it is.
Feel good. Be good. Because I'm telling you, man, that's like training with them Rock Lee ankle weights, bro.
I mean, what do we got right now? We got Nage and Nemo. And I think Nemo switched to Jacko, so it's like, oh.
Ain't no way I said I'd like to see a Potemkin and, okay.
Giovanna?
Hey, man, that's a great color right there. But, all right, that's a good
Now
color
we
as well.
blame the beast.
Right after the game where I say I like dogs? Come on now. Wait a minute. What's going on here?
So you used to play Giovanna in the beta. I mean, hey, what happened to that, buddy?
I feel like Eno is just more fun, and
Okay.
Potemkin is more funny.
All right.
You don't inspire the same type of salt and trepidation in your opponent's hearts that you would do when you play this character. Now, don't get me wrong, Giovanna is still like a great character.
Giovanna
You give a character
definitely-
with a projectile ignoring lariat, you give anybody with Shades of Vegito and Bardock and Dragon Ball, you're on the right route to being great.
Yeah, you give her an air super that's plus on block.
It's like, how could you not like that? You
Look
got
at that.
nice confirmed, good pressure. You give her the fastest run speed in the game. Allowing the mix to be scary, very plus.
Yeah, look at that. Crimson is tearing it up right
And he
now.
baits the burst, but he doesn't get a combo off of it, but it's fine.
This kind of rush down is actually very, very bad for May because she doesn't have a lot of options to do with that. Besides SD, and look, still in.
Good throw tag, though. Kneecaps has definitely been very awake when it comes to playing on these throws.
Yeah,
Check them out.
this is a war of attrition right here. And unfortunately, he's still in the blender right now.
Yeah, that's that endurance mode right there.
He found a gap, but unfortunately, he pressed the wrong button and he got so, I like it.
Trying to bait some hair with the back dash.
But Crimson is doing really well here.
We say that.
All right.
Good block on the dust, not falling for it. A lot of people love doing Gatling normal too in the dust, trying to catch it with the overhead. You know, Giovanna just, when she gets 100 meters, she just becomes a different beast.
She sure does.
A whole animal.
She sure does. And she gets almost as good of defense as Potemkin. So that
Right
character
now,
is
she's
a
in
problem.
trouble back against the wall, but he whips the throw, plus frames.
Got bar. I wanted to see a throw here because, you see your opponent is blocking so much. You know how you break it? Like that. You'll win.
But yeah, man, Giovanna pressure is always dangerous because she's always coming forward. Like, there is no fear in that character's heart. Like, you gotta really believe.
Yeah. Oh, was that an air throw? Alright, blocked the 6 speed, but didn't block the second 6 speed.
Early burst just wasn't happening. Wanted to keep the corner position.
Ooh. That thing counter
Burst, save, combo route. And this is going to do a lot of, it's going to catch her footsies and send her to the wall. Kneecap's very low on life right now. But he does have meters.
Oh, I don't think Crimson wanted that. Maybe like a misstep or something. But it's alright. Still doing pretty well and has full bar.
Yep, she's basically a raid boss at this point. And the fast cancel on the red RC. That's rough.
Yeah, we have
Because you're not expecting them to just go immediate low, like that rapid cancel to a low.
right. And we haven't seen fast RC cancel all tournament so far. So. Very nice. Now, I like that Kneecaps is using FD to try and keep Giovanna away as much as possible, but unfortunately, every time he tries to counter, once he thinks he's at a
He's
safe
still in
distance,
range. He's in range of 5S.
Yeah, that's like how I played Giovanna against you. And
Oh man, what a confirm.
yeah,
My man got the DP at the apex and the jump, was able to get forward and close him out. It's nice. It's nice to see when a character can actually finish their plate.
Yeah.
There's no, oh no, they're 1 HP, and now we gotta have like some redemption arc or a national tragedy happening. Like it's nice to see the Stones like, no, that's the end.
Right.
There's no now. The anime's canceled. Go read the manga. That didn't happen. We got a decisive ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't
You're
need
right.
to Dragon Ball GT it. There was no reason for any of that.
Dragon Ball GT and hey man,
Is that what you want?
that series was okay. Up until the whole dragons thing, where they were like, yeah, the Dragon Balls are like all the negative energy from your wishes have made the Dragon Balls so pissed off. They're like, stop fucking wishing, guys.
Stop using us, man. Who are you?
So
What is this,
Haitian King is
Haitian
going against
King and
Empty.
Empty?
Yeah. So this is Faust versus buff character, recently buffed Ram Lethal, I believe.
I believe that's correct. Yep.
No Mila so far. Interesting.
You really think people bust out Milia? Because I feel like she's just in a good spot. Like, she's just good. But I also feel like, a lot of people, especially what we've seen so far today, a lot of people ain't finishing their plate. And that's a character where if you get the touch,
Yeah.
you need to touch.
Yeah.
Not, oh, I dropped it.
Or you need to get a knockdown because the cross-up S-disc tech has apparently been nerfed. I don't know if people have found a way around it yet. Anji, that's who it was.
Yeah,
I don't know if people have found a way around it yet, and kind of new way to do that same type of tech. But yeah, it's a big blow to her mix-up game. What is it? There's like a combo into Lust Shaker now, and I'm like, what?
So let me ask you this question. How many of y'all sitting at home know the Faust Anji matchup?
The new one?
Yeah, like just most of y'all didn't know the old one.
Well,
Mankind knew.
once Anji's in,
Duel
Faust,
one.
what is Faust gonna do?
Let's rock.
That is pretty much it here. So Faust is trying to keep Anji out as much as possible, like this. Okay. So yeah, so
Spins right through it, has no fear, but
like the
unfortunately,
punish on the spin. Again, Anji is now in Butterfly. What are you doing? Oh, I almost like it. Get hit by the butterfly to be like, hey, that's how are you gonna convert now, buddy? Look at that. Look at that. And it's broken.
man, freestyle combo. Not like
I don't think they're freestyle, bro.
that might have been a little freestyle. That was off the script.
Next next buff. The light, the pillar of light is actually the hitbox on that super now.
That went so left and then so right so quick.
Yeah, I told you, man. Once Anji is in,
Yeah, Faust is gonna have to like do something.
yeah, Faust has a very hard time. He got 6P. 6P and RNG.
The fact that he was able to backdash that, bait it out, get up an action, get a punish on it,
Yeah.
tells you a lot about what Faust is up against. And, oh my god, he just caught him slipping.
Yeah. So Faust wants to play this at a very specific range. Unless he can. Yeah, he wants to play this at a very specific range. Because once Anji is in, it's very, very, he doesn't have a lot of options that are good for getting away from all of this. But
Good jump out on the throw, good kill here.
a good guess can win the game. Oh,
No, not command grab. What he could have got a punish.
Whoa.
Man, the pressure is on. Connect. Oh. We're doing a lot right now.
Yeah. Oh, and he got anti-air. He got anti-air.
See, Haitian knows.
Yeah, Haitian went for the drill kick, and unfortunately, that got beat out.
Duel one. Let's rock.
Shooting the gap.
All right.
Now, without meter, that is always really risky to do.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
But I guess if you have, a substantial life, I guess it's okay to do it. But against a character like Anji,
Yeah, I don't
Excuse
agree
me,
with that. because
new
now
Anji.
He's in. So you don't want him. Take the time to throw some items out first before thinking of the teleport mix-ups. Especially when he has such a strong lead. Now look, he's losing. Mom's got a bomb. Bomb play.
And he catches him.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Oh,
Whips the throw.
that was risky.
Did he foul? Oh, you want that trumpet back.
Yeah, he did.
But I do like that he's not fully committed to it. It's the minute he saw that it wasn't going to be able to be attainable, he's like, nah, man, back in.
Regular throws and fouls though. Like, whoa.
Oh, hold on now.
He was like, oh, he's gonna recover and then hit
He's
a
going to
button.
cover off the wall and button at me.
See, I want a regular throw right there because that would have at the very least thrown into the end. You got some better position. But oh no.
QRC gets it.
Sorry. First to save himself, but
That is death.
yeah, new Anji.
And MP takes it 2-0. That's the foul life right there, man.
That is the house life right there. You've got to have some kind of secondary for that matchup. I'm telling you that right now.
I would argue that for a lot of his matchups, but I just feel like
That's one of the ones in particular where it's like, once Anji is like right here, like what can Faust really do to get him away? And once he's away, like Faust has to play a mid-range kind of game where he's just got to use scalpel like related normals and RNG from the item toss.
which are obviously all 6P'able,
Yep.
hittable.
Yep.
And
Yep.
if there's a character that doesn't mind just being in your face
Yep.
and trading with you like that, it's Anji.
Look, man, I played this game a few days ago, and I played Soul against a Faust. Faust threw out the scalpel, and I literally hit it with 5S, and I was like, I'm sorry. like you poor Faust
You
player.
poor hard worker.
Yeah.
You pay your taxes on time,
Look, man, I started this game off playing
and I
Kai.
treat you like this.
I started this game off playing Kai, and I was like, man, this is a lot of work. And then then people were like, no, I'm pick Soul. And I was like, I picked Soul, and I was like, oh my goodness. No, this is like half the work for more the reward.
Hey man, it's nice to be able to digest some healthy privilege.
Also, I can I don't have to worry too much about people who are like being insane, being gorillas and whatnot. It's like, you want to be a gorilla? Fine, shake my hand, and that's it.
Hey man, 5S is a glory button. I'll tell you that right now. But we got
5S and 5K, but we've got
a Potemkin on the screen.
yeah, Potemkin versus May, I believe is what's about to happen. Nagoriyuki, secretly one of the best characters in the game, by the way.
Secretly. He won either.
is that how we're doing it now?
So the secret is, Ram Mirror.
What?
I got,
Okay,
butt
check.
check. I was gonna say, I got mixed. I was like, I'm not playing. I'd have got hit by that one. Thank goodness it's just a button check. 'Cause boy, I was about to get smoked.
Let's rock.
Never let them know what you're really playing with until it's done.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So Guilty Gear by default has the hold to pause feature, which is a very good feature for fighting games because sometimes people pause on accident and that ruins a set. You know, with this, if you accidentally hit the button, it's not going to stop the set.
Yeah, it has to be kind of deliberate because you got to hold it for like a whole 2 seconds.
Yeah, Tekken had tournament mode where they're like, pause doesn't exist anymore. And I'm like, what? That's worse. Like, what if I picked the wrong character? Oh, now I got to let this guy beat me up for like 5 minutes so I can go back to the character select screen?
You might have to, man. It's the only way. That's all they know.
Terrible.
But all right, man, we got Big Potemkin and another May back on screen.
This is one of his bad matchups. Potemkin's bad matchups, actually. I thought he was going to beat him after the bounce, but fine.
Okay, here we go.
Joker Senpai is doing pretty well so far. Except he got hit by anchors. Oh no! That was a bad burst too. Went for a grab there. But this is why it's such a bad matchup. Like, Potemkin has such a hard time catching May, but she's just pressuring him like this, and now he's dead. Oh no! No follow up.
It's like we always talk about, man. Sometimes these characters have really big disjoint normals, and you can always put yourself in a spot where Potemkin has tough trouble reaching you. close enough
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah, he would have had to use Hammerfall and cancel Hammerfall to try and just get some more pressure. But, all right.
You know, if you don't want to take the risk, you just burst out. I understand. You see this man come out here, Hammerfall, break. There we go.
Has to go.
There we go.
Hammerfall is a very good tool in this matchup because the armor doesn't allow him to have opportunities like that.
You can absorb the hit from the Dolphin and to get him on it.
Yeah, but you need bar. That's the problem. Like, Potemkin needs bar to do well in this matchup. Look at that. Yeah, Potemkin needs bar to do well in this matchup. May just kind of zips around, has disjointed normal, so he can grab.
But he can definitely do that, though.
Yep, to the heavens for you.
This is a small tour. This is a peek at what heaven is. You know, just a taste. Ooh, not enough to kill, but definitely enough to make you think about every life decision you've ever made.
Buster, like Kara Buster, but it's all right. He won in the end. So Joker Senpai taking the first match here. Trip may change it up a little bit. Was not doing bad. Just got caught by a few very damaging combos and
Hit by close slash 2 HS into see you later, buddy.
right. Most of the hits that Joker Senpai is getting are counter hits, and there's the Buster.
I feel like I got disrespected there. Baited the burst, didn't get the burst killing combo, and then just said
Buster.
Buster. You know what it is? Plus range, man, just decided to hammer fist backwards his way out of there. Not a bad option, especially when you're in the corner. If they block it, you're +6. Worst case scenario, you're +6.
Right. I like this. He's adapting. He's trying to call out the Tokugeki with Mega Fist. Oh. Thought maybe Eaton was coming to grab her out of the air, but it's all right. It's all right. Somebody's still doing all right, even though he doesn't have the life lead. He's controlling the speed right now pretty well. Good. Whoa.
Garuda, guard break. We're back in.
Garuda.
Oh, a little bit too but it's all right.
Jesus Christ, you see how hard he duffed her, too?
Yeah. that close chest, man. I'm telling you, close slash.
Yeah.
It's fiendish. One of my favorite buttons. If I do say so myself.
Officer Big Nose, I've done it.
Officer. Look, that is not Pinocchio on the screen, my guy.
Hey, well.
Pinocchio is the original Officer Big Nose.
Look, man. When I see that man on the screen, all I see is nose. That's Nigel Thornberry with twice, or they take the nose and they just go.
Oh man, not Nigel Thornberry. Yo, could you imagine Nigel Thornberry in an anime game?
We will soon with that Nickelodeon role.
The sad part is he's not going to make the noise. That's the worst part about it.
Oh, boo! Fix that.
Well, from all the trailers that we've seen up to this point, there's been no
voice
mention of voice
yeah.
acting. So, like, you know what I'm saying? How you gonna beat him up, not be able to taunt and hit him with the
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to happen. But it seems like Flowchart's heading back up to the stage, cosplaying as Eisenberg from Resident Evil 8.
Mm-hmm.
There's been a lot of good AAA releases this year, man. I would say over the past couple of years. Like, I'm sorry, I'm conflating 2020 and 2021 because COVID has all been one big year for me. Like anything from February 2020 all the way up to whenever we are out of this, it might even be 2022. We're just gonna condense that into 12 months, all right?
All right. Well, hey, whatever works, buddy. Hey man, it's playing with those gloves on. That's crazy. On pad? That's crazy.
Hey man, sometimes you just have to do it. Oh wait, nope, the gloves are coming off.
No,
okay.
He heard me.
Yep, he heard you. My man's got a thing for the Flair theatrics, I'll tell you that much. Back to the rock, paper, scissors.
So I was looking at it, what?
This is the second time this man has got smoked, and rock, paper, scissors. You got to stop challenging people
Bro,
to that,
scissor
man.
is the worst option to throw out first. Everyone, mathematically, people are going to throw out rock first because you're already making rock. So you throw out paper first. That's the best option. If they are so good that they don't throw out rock first, then you've got a match on your hands.
Hey, look, man. He wasn't using his brain at the time. Are we going to get another Potemkin?
Nah, he's doing too much Yomi here. He's like, oh, they're going to throw out paper because they think that I expect them to throw out rock. So I'm throwing out scissors to counter the paper. It's like, bro, sometimes.
Forget all that, man. You about to watch the craziest game of cat and mouse you done ever seen.
Yeah, this matchup sucked.
I genuinely feel like chip players think it sucks just as much just because it's just like, man,
when
I
they
was
get
winning.
grabbed, oh.
They'd be like, I was winning, and then I was winning, and then I was like, man, I'm doing good, and then I was losing.
I got hit by a Heavenly Potemkin Buster because I was doing Alpha Blade in the air, and then, I lost.
Man, I got hit with Heat Knuckle one time, and then that was it. It all went downhill so fast.
I was zipping around, and then all of a sudden I got caught by a giant hand, and I lost half my health.
Wait, at the same time, Potemkin players like, just Nat, just keep hitting me, man.
So instead of reflecting on them,
I think 5P is going to be the guy here. Rat Kaiser. Oh, no.
Well, there we go.
Yep, got to burst out of that. He's about to lose like 75% of your health out of that.
So the funny thing is about backwards hammer fist is a lot of things that Chip will be going for can be dealt with just with that move. Oh, no. My man Flowchart is just throwing it out there. So I had actually catches that. Oh, no! If he would have Carabuster, did it hit? But
Yeah, Carabuster.
not getting full confirmed.
Beta bladed the That's a rude animation, man. Stop it.
What are you doing?
Here we go. Okay. See, Rat Kaiser is great right now. He's like, yo,
Because
he's
when you
going to
block
stay in the
that
air
move
like
in the
this.
air, like
Yeah.
you get sucked to the ground, and if you're not expecting it, man, things can get brutal real quick. Oh my man, this time speed, slide head, punishable, but Chip just opts to walk away at 6 feet.
Crazy Rude got going in though.
Garuda.
Nothing personal.
Tried to get the Kara Buster, but nothing doing. Oh, Kaiser with the back dash, but my man just threw out the DB.
What a wild man.
Like, Chip has the life lead, but does he have the life lead? Oh, he's got the life. All right, but he draws, he doesn't believe it. Oh my God.
It's dead. Dead.
And here comes the Bug,
That's right.
the
Come
Bug
at me, bro.
Zapper. Big scramble hours right now. And then he just DPs. It's all because you played rock, paper, scissors at the beginning, man. That just set the tone right there.
Why did the Super whip all that? Oh my God. Kara Pop Buster at the beginning. Luckily got away from that. But, Rat Kaiser is onto this, man.
Yeah, flowchart. I told you flowchart, but blade. That's the flowchart special. He will do it all day, every day.
There it is. Ah, okay. See, that's the mix-up that I was wanting. Don't get somebody to go. Hammerfall right there puts you in a better position so that you can get a better mix-up Oh, the block. That is super safe if you go back to where he goes.
Okay. Good air to air.
Let's jump. Oh my God, is that
Oh, but it's plus, but he's not punishing. That's negative. He's not punishing it.
okay?
Okay, good blocks, but
Yeah, you gotta respect that, unfortunately.
hey man, Potemkin's not that dude like that.
Heat Knuckle is too slow to hit that, right? All right, Garuda though.
Just do
Garuda
another
again
one.
though.
And look at that.
Then he's gonna do Kara Garuda.
Yeah, but look at that wrist gauge real quick. If he gets, oh
Yep.
my
Yep.
Lord.
Garuda,
Oh my
hit.
Lord. It's over.
You're dead. You're dead.
Pack him up. Get the suitcase.
I'm your god now. Kara Buster, let's go. Boom. Half your health gone.
Garuda?
Oh,
I thought he was in close slash into Garuda.
I thought he was gonna pop
Oh, but he got a gold burst. You got to deal with a Potemkin with all this stick.
Okay, raise the blade out of there. I don't want it. I'm I'm a GP.
Yeah, I feel like that bug's
He's always going to hit that button.
I feel like that bug zapper's coming real soon, man.
Sure is.
After that, he's gonna try to heavily.
That
One
would
of
have
these
been
blades.
a good time to have I thought it was blue RC into E-Knuckle would have been great. That move is not safe anymore. But Duncan's almost
But
dead.
Flowchart be scaring me with the decisions on not spending his meter.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro.
But it is 1-1, one apiece. Like, I almost be having a stroke up here on stage seeing this man have a whole stick of butter and being like, you know what? Nah.
Flowchart is really like...
My man saying a whole prayer. He won. He tied it up. And he's like, nah, man. Fighting a whole tank out here. Isaac
I need
Irving gonna
this.
call back to the
Bro,
family,
I
talking
need
about
this.
some, hey, man. I think we got the wrong one.
Duel 1.
But all right, game 3, let's get it. My man tried to do round start 2K, ends up getting stuff.
Bro, don't you hate it when Chip whiffs that throw and then just a freaking beta blade right after? It's like, Gorilla. Like,
I don't think Potemkin gets to get away with calling anybody a gorilla. I'm not going to hold you, but he is in the corner. There we go. We're now starting to see Flowchart actually punish that. Tried to backdash it, but unfortunately he ends up getting slipped anyway. Man throw, no Roman cancel. It's going to come back to bite him eventually, where this man is not going to finish the plate. It's going to happen.
And Rat Kaiser, oh, this loses. And Rat Kaiser is having a hard time, but like
Garuda again.
Boom. All right.
Look at that wrist gauge. If he gets hit by literally anything, Chip is going to that special place. Again, the wrist gauge starting to go down. Just doesn't man grab, wake up.
Garuda him twice again.
Oh.
See, now's the time. Yeah. That's what I thought was going to happen. Because, when Flowchart gets in that corner, he always does the same beta blade to get down.
Again.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do it again. Oh, fill up the wrist gauge. Rat Kaiser keep trying to
Challenge right there.
Yeah, but it's not good for Redemption.
He had the backdash, just wrong button. Yeah. But Flowchart actually pulling that out.
Yep.
A lot of scramble situations, but like we said earlier, every time there seems to be a scramble situation, somehow that man finds a way
Yeah.
to not die.
The Flowchart is still in the tournament, man.
Yeah. I think it was that loses round 5, right?
Yeah, Rat Kaiser is out.
Because I think we're in top 8 now.
We are in top 8 now, apparently.
Yep, losers, yep, we are in top 8. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Guilty Gear Strive top 8 at Dragon Con. We got an Anji in here, man.
Yeah, we got an Anji in here. Yeah, you see, the bus works, ladies and gentlemen. We got
Did
one
they, though?
Anji. One Anji player. No Milas. No Axels.
And the Anji's in winners. You know what else we got in here? We got a Faust.
Yeah.
We got everybody.
He's sitting down right now. He's about to play May, though.
Hey, man, might be a time for that pocket soul he was talking about earlier. But yeah, it's Haitian King and Kneecaps.
Haitian King and Kneecaps. Let's see it.
Now, the thing that I think is kind of interesting, though, is that Kneecaps has done a really good job on his spacing. So if he understands that he can just fundamentally just say no to a lot of options due to the simple fact that, you know, Anchor is a disjoint,
Yeah.
and 90% of the things Faust is going to be trying to throw at you with his normals can just be, stop that.
Yeah.
What do you, come on, bro, counter hit. And let's trust me, counter hit, May.
Yeah.
That's damage you ain't really trying to look at.
It's
not
not.
full time anyway. I wouldn't even want to look at that part time.
Are they? Oh my God! Goodness gracious! They're getting desyncing the pads.
But yeah, Kneecaps. I see sporting a Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets hat, and I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're a football fan, I hope you didn't watch last night.
Oh,
Things didn't go well. But if you are a Georgia Tech alumni, trust me, you are smarter than 99% of the planet. I'll tell you that right now. You have that going for you. Y'all have y'all brains be braining. That's the simplest terms I can put that in.
You see the stars on the difficulty level for Faust over here? And then you see the ones on May.
Yep.
Who
It's
came up
backwards.
with this?
No,
Yeah,
it's
backwards.
backwards.
You're right. It's backwards.
No, no, no. So it says easy of use. So when you're 4-star, that means you're easier to use.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's. You would think it'd be the other way around, but it's not. Because trust me, my chat has had a whole bunch of debates about that. Like, are you telling me that Soul is easier to play than Eno? And it's just like, nah, man, you're reading it backwards.
Let's rock.
Anyways, let's see if Haitian King can get his way through the bracket.
Yeah, like
I'm
at first, that
not
was
necessarily
not,
sure that's what he was looking for there.
that was not the mental. Look at that. See how he punished that?
Yeah, because
First
Haitian
person
King is,
punished that.
yeah, because Haitian King is going for a lot of that without having any meter.
Right.
And it's like, you just hit him. Oh,
Yeah.
that could have been huge if he was anticipating the bomb to actually catch him up there.
thought
But
he
he
was.
also got hit as well.
Yeah, he didn't block the bomb. He should have ran up and blocked and then.
Because if he would have blocked that and he converted off that, I said, give him a tournament right now.
Yeah.
But alas, here we go, round 2.
Okay, what was the item that fell? Like, I don't even see it. It's just gone. Oh, drops the combo though. Goes to the
About
command
to
grab.
cross himself up.
Oh. He's out. Real far away.
So I do like the fact that Kneecaps is actually even challenging item toss.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people haven't been doing that.
That was an odd exchange. But, it's all right. So Faust.
But this is a good convert, but he drops it.
Why did he go for that normal? It's so slow. It's rough. So slow. 6P.
Man. Duel 1.
6P also wall though. Look at that. See? It worked there.
All right, we got
Right,
trumpet,
item
but
toss.
we
There we go.
just throwing everything on the screen.
Whoa, whoa, bomb.
There we go, Kneecaps. That might have just been a bait. Like, yeah, go ahead and hit me. My mini fouls, guys. Right. Good back pass.
Yeah. All right. He's going to get a combo. Oh, no. Interesting.
A lot of damage going towards the corner.
Oh. I think it's a little bit better that he got hit by that. That move is so plus on block. He would have ran up in there, and he would have been in a worse situation. But unfortunately, for Haitian King, Kneecaps takes the first round for the second game.
Now he's on set point already.
Yeah, this is round 6, so
Faust is playing for a turn of life.
top 8. He's trying to 6 me in. All right. Another trumpet toss and the land on it. Nice.
Big extension.
Oh, but the afro went away because of the hits. I like the throw. All right.
Has got the afro. Oh, you see the instant overhead?
No, no.
He sits back.
Yep.
Waits patiently.
Oh, he did it.
Not patiently enough. We throw again.
Whoa.
It's crazy how you could think that you really had control of this until like 2 seconds ago, and look where we are now. Character's a menace.
Yeah. That was hard. That was hard. It's very, very difficult for Faust. Unfortunately, at the end there, he went for the PRC into the air throw, but there's nobody. There was nobody there, man. There was nobody there, unfortunately. So Haitian King is out of the tournament.
Yep, because top 8 goes on.
Top 8 goes on, and
I think
Kneecaps
our
is
next
moving
match
on.
is Joker Senpai and Flowchart?
Oh, that must be for top 8 also.
No, I think we're in top 8 now.
What? I thought that was a match, one of the losers matches to get in for top 8 for losers. To get into top 8 for losers.
All right, we have a bracket here. I'll just go ahead and pull it up, and I'll get right with you on that.
All right, yeah.
The doctor is in.
Is he though? He's been getting beat up.
Yep, that the Haitian King is in 7th place.
Okay.
So yes, I was correct. I can read. Thank you, appreciate that. I may not have all the answers, but I can read.
Mm-hmm.
So who you got in this one, man? You got the flowchart chip.
This is the exact same matchup we just saw him do.
Yeah.
All right, so
And the two chip players play completely differently.
I think Flowchart is gonna win this.
Nah. I'm gonna tell you why.
Why?
If this Potemkin finds one answer, that's it.
That's how the last match was supposed to be. And that Potemkin was using like more of the setups for Potemkin that I was expecting that would have worked better in this matchup, and he lost.
Okay.
So it's literally a matter of like if Joker Senpai can deal with getting randomed out. So that's really it. And if he's gonna challenge, was it jump hard slash after the upward beta blade or upward alpha blade? Because Potemkin can't challenge that.
Because there's a lot of things that like a lot of characters would be able to crouch that you can't.
Well, wait. Maybe 6P can challenge that.
Yeah, but you also not like you also have to block it with the cross up and then 6P. And you know a lot of people may not.
No, I mean like after he blocks the cross
yeah, no,
up.
because Flowchart always goes for an air normal right after that.
Yeah, I'm saying to like challenge the air normal. Maybe what is it? Crouching. What's the
Crouching
big arm?
HS?
Crouching HS. Yeah.
It's not fast enough.
It's not fast
You'll
enough.
get
Okay.
hit. So like 6P,
And 6P
might
is
do
not
it.
probably not fast enough for Potemkin, but maybe. I mean,
I
they
believe
didn't
it
buff his
is-
6P, so
Because I believe it was 6P, 8 frames.
I think. You know what? I got you, buddy. I got frame data right here. I got frame data right here for you. I'm gonna find it.
Appreciate that, man.
And if they haven't discovered the frame data yet, well, this is what happens when you don't put frame data in your fighting games. All right, let me get off the Wi-Fi so I can actually get here real quick. Okay. It's got 5P, which is 5 frame startup. Oh, 5P could work. But
Is it 5 frames?
yeah, 6P is an 11 frame startup. Jesus.
Yeah, but it's got that head invincibility.
Yeah, and it's active for 7 frames though.
Might work.
Bro, a 25 frame recovery?
Duel 1.
Per hit's gonna be kind of rough.
Yeah.
All right, Flowchart going right to exactly what we said he was going to do.
See what I'm saying here?
Oh no, 3 in a row.
See what I'm
Do
saying?
I hear 4?
Got it back there. Okay. I like it. None of that matters. See how this is going? None of that matters because all you need is one pop buster or one heavenly pop buster. As soon as you saw the drill, you can have no
I'm not
problems with
necessarily sure about that burst right there because now you put yourself behind the 8 ball, but I mean this is also chip versus Potemkin, so I just feel like any random stray hit
Yeah,
it's
a
a
war
lead
of
to you winning.
I actually want Chip to be closer to me so that I can like try to pop buster it or whatever. I'm not gonna rush to get that minimum.
Oh man, my man just dusted.
This is what I was saying. This is what I was saying, man. Got him the full dust combo in there. Mixed him up. Yeah, get him out.
Could have gotten so much more, but this is gonna work.
Make a fist. He's popped up his saves open, unfortunately.
Yeah, it seems like Joker Senpai is getting to a point to where he feels like he needs to rush himself, so to speak. I just slow it down. Just block it. It's okay. You know it's a cross up. You know he's gonna do an air normal when he's falling from the sky. Just be patient. The cross up.
I don't know how many startup frames Hammerfall has, but it could work. Like you could use that as a way to like on the group, but you need bar to really do that. But look at this.
Man grab.
Dead.
There it is.
I was gonna say wake up Heavenly Buster, and that would have caught that man, and he would have been like,
Oh. Yep, finally using that 4-framer as a round start.
wow, yo. That's such a temper, man. Look at this. Well, you told him to use the bar, and look at it.
That was one of those moments where it's just like every decision you made. Get stuck in it. Not fast enough, but he gets the buster regardless. Not enough to kill.
Block again.
He did it again.
You gotta block it. You just gotta block it. As for Temkin, you gotta block it. And then pop buster. Like, bro, you gotta take risks as a Potemkin player in that matchup. Wake up, Heavenly Pop
you
Buster.
can in the early goings, but sometimes you just
wake up, Heavenly Pop Buster.
I mean, given the fact of what Flowchart was doing, he was there a couple of times for it.
That's what I'm saying. That would have tore him up. But now we got Empty versus Crimson. Empty's going to be on the P1 side. Crimson's going to be on P2. So it's Anji versus Giovanna. I think Gio wins this, but with new Anji, who knows? I don't think Anji does enough damage to really, like, deal with this matchup the way he wants to because, I mean, Gio hits hard. Gio also wants to be in your face, and so a lot of the times Anji is going to try to use some of his longer range normals to get in, but like once he's in, Gio can still Gio's fast, you know, she could still just control the game in her favor afterwards.
Because I also feel like Anji at this point is like, while a lot of people are still trying to find their footing with how his new stuff works, at the same time I do feel like Giovanna is just solid all around to a point to where a lot of things that any character on the roster is going to try to throw at you, you have the tools to deal with. However, I will say, as long as
okay, they're switching seats.
Switching seats.
That's
that
awesome.
rock? Was that
That's
the rock?
awesome. No, because they switched spots. Crimson took the P1 spot, so I was gonna say we're probably gonna need to change the names because they did that, but
gotcha.
They got us, right? They noticed.
Anji Mito.
I don't know. I could be wrong about this. You know, Anji could have some advantages here, but like I feel like Gio's too fast and too oppressive for what Anji wants to do. Similar in like the Soul versus Anji matchup,
where it's like, yeah, I know what you want, but everything I have here is just greater than what you're bringing to the table, man.
Right. Exactly.
But as we saw earlier, his Giovanna playstyle is very, very aggressive. So maybe Fujin is actually going to be able to pay off, man. Maybe these twirls. Maybe he's going to get in there.
Yeah, maybe. Soaring Eagle. Let's go.
Mankind New. Duel 1.
All right, round start.
Yep.
Spin it.
Got him. Like, that's what I'm saying. Look at that. Look at that. She's still almost punished Fujin. She's in. Now Anji has to spin his way out, or he has to block it. Look for a hole like that. But look, you can't escape.
She's here to stay, man. She basically moved in with you at this point.
Right. I like it. I like it. But he didn't get the
fully
conversion.
commit.
Look at that.
The active frame is trying to stealth it.
All right. It's a big game.
Yep, we're in the corner. Gonna see a wall break here.
Yeah.
The Giovanna has super, which means at any point she can just jump. You're like, I'm gonna be plus.
Who do you said that? The anxiety.
That's gonna do it right there. Just dash up.
Dash up 5S.
People really be underestimating how big it is to have a run as opposed to a normal dash in the game.
Yeah.
Okay, good jump out, but unfortunately just pushes the button in the air and gets intercepted regardless.
Yeah, he was going for the punish. but that move recovers pretty quickly. Okay.
Is he gonna get the wall?
Yeah.
Is he gonna super?
Super? No.
Oh no.
I think maybe he lost his. She's so far up. Oh, he almost got some wall again.
Oh man, he's
Running for the counter. Oh no.
Right, MP cannot let this one slip, and he doesn't.
See how hard he fought just to get that one round after like having such an impressive situation. Look at that cross. Now in the corner, he's got a block.
Yeah, her strike throw game is kind of ridiculous. Like that.
Got a block.
Okay, good blocks. Good 6B getting out of there.
Yep. I like the throw. Butterfly. That's a block away. It's not really, but I think that's the same situation we got before.
Do you want to follow for that?
I think maybe last game was
That is not what you wanted.
last game might have been a mistake, but this game he was like, oh, I want to capitalize. And the same thing happened. But empty, got it.
Hey man, when you haven't done it all set,
I mean, if you see it, like as you saw, like if Gio knows that like you're waiting for like a wall reset or whatever, you just hit a button. So what are you doing? As Anji,
you can wall launch off you, man. You can get up out of there.
Yeah. Okay.
This corner.
Yep. That's really like what he needs for this matchup. So.
I think that's why he never really wanted to break the wall. It's like I would rather keep the screen position as opposed to resetting to neutral.
Right.
Because every time we reset the neutral, somehow I don't end up getting first hit.
The thing is, though, Anji needs the wall break to get the meter advantage so he can keep it against Gio. Because otherwise,
It makes a lot of his unsafe tools and his gaps very safe.
yeah, exactly. All right. I like the throw, butterfly. I like the throw again, butterfly again. Throw him again.
He did.
He did.
Now it's my turn to throw you.
Right. Like the reset. Good block, but still got hit.
Alright, positive bonus Giovanna, one of the top 3 scariest things you're going to see.
Oh no. But it doesn't matter.
He got a second chance at the beginning. He has the life lead and the corner.
Whoa, went for the counter super. But I don't think
You don't have to be that
at
preemptive.
that point. Yeah.
It's
It's
going
like
to build another bar, but it's not going to matter.
walk in there and bait out something first. Move up a little bit and then do the counter super.
Yeah, because when you're full screen, you're literally, like you're betting the farm that that man is doing run up, going to see you do the move, and then still push a button anyway.
Right. That's cross up, jump S, I believe. Cross up jump S into D. So good. Right. DP gets knocked down. Tried to jump out. And that's it for Anji.
Alright, one apiece. I do like the adaptation there. Just slowing it down, waiting for Anji to hang himself, and then just going for the punish them.
Exactly.
Because MP has been going for a lot of overheads recently, and as you see, they have not really been paying off. Good anti-air.
Yeah, see, this is still very hard for Anji. If he does get in, he's got to stay in, and that's hard. He's got so many good normals. He's so quick. He's also got the DP, which he doesn't have invincibility, but it's very quick. Alright. Not skill, but he's got to be in a good situation to get off a grab like this.
I'm not sure if he was trying to do the counter super there and got a misinput.
Maybe. He could punish something. That overhead is not safe, by the way, so that's another thing. A lot of Anji's like new options are not the safest option, so you gotta take a risk where Gio doesn't have to.
Yeah, because even the low is punishable, but oh my god, this has just been one of those games where just nothing went right.
Right.
And Crimson is going to take it 2-1. That was a fast game 3.
That really was a fast game.
But sometimes when you play a character that bets big against a character that like almost isn't gambling at all,
Yeah.
and has the ability to just be like, oh, what's that? Time for the counter hit. Take half your life.
Mm-hmm.
Get a meter advantage. Oh, man.
Okay, looks like Light is coming up to the stage. Haven't seen him play
At all
Guilty Gear
today.
at all, yeah, today. So that's interesting. I wonder what character he's gonna play.
Well, if I had anything to go off of yesterday, I would say
he might still be
Ramlethal.
playing Ram. Duh. I literally said this yesterday. Yeah, he might.
Yeah, because he likes strong characters.
Yeah, he might still be playing Ram. Or maybe, maybe he saw the light and he's like, I'm going to be a Soul bad guy player. And,
Hey, man, could anyone blame him at this point?
here's the weird thing about this. Here's the very weird thing about Soul, and everyone's saying Soul is like S, super S tier or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We have all these tournaments that prove that, Soul gets picked. Soul is in these tournaments. Soul doesn't make the top 8. Soul doesn't win the tournaments. He's not doing all of that.
May's been cleaning up.
May's been cleaning up a lot for this tournament. Nagao Ryuki won Evo. One of the Evo tournaments had a Soul in top 8, but that Soul didn't win. There was another tournament that had Soul in grand finals against Sonic Fox, and Sonic Fox with Leo. There are all these like tournament results that are proving against the idea that Soul is super S tier, super busted, whatever. But everyone else is like, tool-wise, he's the best character in the game, and he's above so many of the others. And it's like, but results-wise, are you saying that the players are not good enough?
I wouldn't say they're not good enough. It's just that there are a lot of characters that like from a perspective of maybe like pre-patch, Anji, Faust, Potemkin. You look at a character like Soul and you're just like, come on, bro.
I mean, but Geo does that to them too.
Yeah, I know. But you don't. How often do you see a Geo as compared to a Soul? I just think that you see Soul so much. That's all your brain was focusing on at the time. Because this character's still here, by the way.
Yeah, you got Ram Lethal versus Ram Lethal right now.
No, this is Ram Lethal versus Ram Lethal.
Okay, you're right. You're right. You got it. Rattle. I really like the artwork in this game. I really like the design. Ram Lethal looking pretty nice, but it doesn't matter because we've got a Tonic Spirits versus Light. Tonic Spirits is default Ram. Light is the blue Ram.
Here we go. The win condition has been set up, but both these players clearly know when it's their turn and when it's not. Oh, good air there, making sure there is no escape from this corner. You are holding this like crazy.
Yeah, jump light from Ram is really good.
Sword into GRC, trying to keep him in the corner.
Swordless Ram trying to go in still. Getting a little bit of punishment here, but it's all right. I like the block.
Trying to get the sneaky dust in there. It's really hard to see when the whole screen is congested by these big swords.
That's the best time to do it.
I know.
Honestly, because your opponent
when your dust is in incognito mode.
Right, exactly.
That's going to do a lot of damage and reset the new. We're about even on life, but Tonic Experience is a little bit on top. Might try to do a sneaky run-up throw. Yeah, when you have all that, when you have the meter bonus, you don't have to risk it.
Yeah, meter bonus gives her a block string that goes on for what seems to be forever because you just keep getting cards. But let's see if Light can actually turn this around right now. Yeah, and look at that nerf right there. Okay, Daru.
Do it again.
Anti-air Daru, I like it. So he's going to get a good chunk of damage here and a good setup.
Lets him out for free. Now we're going coast to coast. The sword holds him in place.
Okay, see, there's the nerf. I got it now.
Yep.
It's for Ram with all dittos.
Good pursuit on the grab. I don't think there's other options in the kill streak. I think that was the way to go.
That was definitely the best way to go.
Here we go. Going for the win position again.
I think Daru would have worked better than See how she changes the second round? That's great. love when fighting games.
Good run out, making sure that you're not having to hold that pressure.
That was an odd choice to do the slashes from that far away, but it's okay. So much pressure. On experience.
Yeah, can we talk about that beautiful moment that don't stay in the air?
Yeah. That's the Ramazal that's to keep the pressure going on. Also, you can use that to get like a counter overhead if they decide to guard.
Yep.
Or crouch. And then, you know, a sword is right there. An explosion, and then you get a free combo.
Counter hit.
And yeah, sword is down.
Oh, we got a goal for it? All right, it's party time.
I like it.
Okay, good. Air down. Get another overhead in there.
All right, finish the Rekka. Gets the combo here.
Into the win condition, into the meter positivity.
And jab for the wall break.
Mike's looking real good right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that was great block. My man wasn't having it. Slows down time. Hits him with that beautiful far slash.
He said, hey man, I've seen that before. I might have done it a few times.
And so I got that thing on me too now.
I like that 6B. Oh, he dropped the combo. Alright, good jump out. Doesn't want any of it. Unfortunately, it came back towards him. Light is gonna take his damage
To
here.
the corner.
Yep. And then it's a wall break. Look at that. 75%.
Hey man, like I said, Light keeps that thing on him too, because it looks like we're going to the other side. Oh wait, no, he doesn't. He doesn't go all the way through.
Alright.
And yeah, the counter hit and the round. Time experience on set. Yeah. Yeah, Light was like, yeah, I'm not even playing that. That's what you're not doing.
That's fair. Get the reset. Didn't go for a throw.
Needed the burst.
This.
Oh, this is big. No burst. Good life lead. Get the meter positive bonus. Place with the sword.
Oh, he could have RC there, but maybe he
Didn't need it.
But that's fine.
I think he got the meter and literally at that time.
At the exact moment. So maybe
Actually, no, he had
wasn't
100 tension, so he definitely could have done it though.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
All right.
One apiece. These Rams are equally matched. Here we go. And counter.
I like the RC.
And
To the dust. Good block.
so
though.
today, Light is the only Ramazal that I've seen do that, where he'll throw the sword and then the RC will use it, like, you know, hold him in place as he rushes them down.
Right. It's really good for Ramazal because it allows you to keep your pressure and also, you know, take it. Hey, you guys are chasing down. Oh, is that by that? Because Sonic Spirit is getting mixed in the corner right now. Light.
Like back with the positive advantage bonus.
This is still 2 out of 3 since this is 100%. But Light is doing work right now. He's looking like he's on set count right now. And we all forgot about it.
Yeah, that was the GG right there.
Yeah, we all forgot about it.
That's tough. That was tough. It was reckless, but you know, it gets you on the board.
Yeah.
But I do like the fact that Toxic Spirits noticed, had the wherewithal that the slash sword was gone.
Yeah.
So when he was getting rushed down, he knew that he couldn't be held there by the lower sword and was able to check with a 2K.
Right.
Because I know a lot of people would probably just sit there and let that rock. He's like, the swords are not there. They're not there, Abdul. They're not there.
Even though the swords are not there, you're not as safe as you think. So.
Oh, Flowchart's coming back up to the stage. Okay.
Versus MP. Didn't they play each other earlier? Did MP put Flowchart in losers?
Let me go look at the tapes. So MP, his path was Psy, Frozen Ape, Haitian King, Crimson.
Okay, so no.
The person who put Flowcharts into losers was... Where you at, Flowchart? Flowchart was put into losers by Light.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. And Chip versus Ramlethal. I don't know. That like it's a little bit more in Ramlethal's favor, but like I want to lean towards even because Chip is so fast, but Ramlethal doesn't need to be close to him. Ramlethal can keep away and punish him with anti-air sword throw and pin him to the wall, and he can't really get his shenanigans off. So, yeah, Chip has a hard time really setting up, but once he does, it's really hard for Ram to catch him.
And as we saw earlier, MV's anti-airs have been kind of on point, so I don't think he's going to be able to get away with the shenanigans he's been doing to those Potemkin players earlier.
Yeah, Anji here? Shit. Anji has options to deal with this whole thing. So I think that there are going to be a lot of spins. I think that Empty is not going to fall for a lot of the shenanigans, or Empty is like probably got some sort of experience in this matchup. Because if you play Chip Online, you've got a little bit of experience in what Flowchart is doing here. So we'll see, though. We'll see. It depends. This is a very player versus player kind of matchup right now. As long as Chip is in there, the high-speed ninja. Yeah, it's player versus player.
My man really put out a coin and said heads or tails.
Bro, what?
Yeah, like he lost 2 games of rock, paper, scissors, and he said, nah, we flipping coins now.
Chip is out of it.
I ain't like it when it was 33, 33, 33. I'm making it 50-50 now. That's the only way.
Man picked the coin flip character and said, I'm going to flip a coin and see how it goes. If I lose, then that means I'm winning the set.
I mean, so far, every time he's lost it, he's ended up winning the game.
Yeah, you're right.
And then when he wins it, he lost the game.
What would you do if you played against someone in like an offline set and they turned up the input leniency on themselves?
So they can make it like online?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you living in the year 30,030, bro.
Yes.
I got nothing on that.
Yeah.
Mankind knew that
So
they
my man
cannot
put the
change
sunglasses on
society.
now. My man's
So
in full
instead
form.
of reflecting
Yeah,
on themselves,
that's true.
they blamed the beasts. Heaven or hell.
All right, letting the intros rock. I like it. These two are actually Japanese, lore-wise. They're a handful. They're from a very small minority of Japanese people who exist in the entire world of Guilty Gear.
Let's rock.
That's where they home, bro.
Yeah. Starts fifth place.
Hey, man, this is the flowchart we were talking about, man. If there's a shot where he's going to DP, he's going to take it.
Now, Anji knows that he's going to DP. So,
And as you can see, they don't bully him like it's
Right.
bullying Potemkin.
right.
Good pursuit, chasing him out the air, but oh my gosh. That's the rough stuff, buddy.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Oh my god, he just whipped it. Anji could have done anything right there, but he's not prepared for it. Does dash out the corner, burns, obviously. Definitely. If he does not wall break here, he's definitely will win. Yeah. This flow chart was talking about. You run up UDP again.
That was not safe. That's good. Hit the clone.
Yeah. But to be fair, out of all the moves that you could have done right there, that's probably the last one I was expecting him to do.
You are very right about that. I'm not expecting the move that's not even advantageous in that situation.
Good challenge. Gets one the dub. Does
God,
not.
no. Oh, messed up the combo. Okay, burst to keep it in the corner. I like it.
Good
Don't
big
punish.
counter hit.
No punish on the overhead from Flowchart.
Would the other super have killed that?
I don't think so.
Because he also just did his counter super. We're in real not like this territory.
Yeah, he did counter super again.
He might do it. Okay. Yeah, we are in not like this territory. Just like this.
Slap.
He keeps getting away with it.
He can't keep getting away with it.
We need to start pressing charges on this man. He is getting away with robbery.
Now, if he did Blue RC drift backwards, Empty would have been safe from what, like, Empty. Okay, so Empty did Blue RC to react to the PRC from Flowchart, but if he drifted, then it would have actually worked the way that he wanted it. Unfortunately, he didn't. I don't know if maybe that was a misinput, because sometimes that happens. But unfortunately, he just got Blue RC to like punish. And Blue RC is like RC is not that amazing, you know? Like, if you RC and they're like in the middle of something, they're still doing that. Oh man,
Yeah, finally that sneaky dust is finally paid off. Won't get the kill, but it does put him in. He doesn't even finish it.
No, why is it? It's not jumping after. That's my turn.
I feel like the only time that Flowchart actually Roman cancels is when he hits when he DP.
Maybe a lot of people don't know about the change to but like you don't
It's
have
not
to.
the threat that it once was.
Yeah. So like you can literally like look at it, hit your anti-air button, or you can block it and then
There we go.
do a lot of damage.
It's not gonna do enough to chip it. You
That's
know what?
interesting.
I honestly thought he was just gonna do it again, but Empty actually gets on the board. Takes a round.
Duel 3.
Flowchart still sitting on set point.
That 4-frame. We got him.
He's got to make this count.
How to back that?
Here we go. Command grab number 1. Do I hear number 2?
I think he stood up too early and then got hit. Now I think he's dead.
No, he's alive.
Oh, well, he missed the
But he's dead right here. Flowchart. Moving on in the bracket.
oh my god, that's it. Yeah, wow. Okay. So Flowchart takes it. And
I know
MC
there's
is
some.
out of-
I know
out
there
of
are some
turn.
people sitting at home screaming at the monitor right now.
Pixel! So bad guy!
No, they're like, punish it. Stop him from doing these things, man.
It's not that easy.
I'm not saying that it is. I'm just saying, like, man, he knows what he's doing. We talked about it yesterday.
That's true. It's not that easy, but like it's also harder when you're playing against someone who you deem as unpredictable. Even though Flowchart is predictable once you like play him enough, it's unpredictable in the case of in your brain. It's like, okay, but what if he does something else?
Yeah, that's the worst thing, though.
Like
That's the worst thing when you're playing someone and you've like you've not even shown this in your repertoire, and you're like, I'm gonna dig it out now, and then they do the exact same thing that would be the right response to what you're doing now, but the wrong response to the thing you've hit them 12 times in a row with.
Yeah.
And it's just like, so 13 would have been my luck, and I should have just kept doing it, huh?
Yeah, it's like the situation where Empty got the wall break, and then Flowchart did the clone immediately after he had an available frame. It was like a man who's in his brain is like, I'm going to do clone here. That is someone that like most people would be like, I don't know what he's going to do next, because I don't even think he knows
There's
what
no
he's
way
going to
he
do
could.
next.
He doesn't even know.
And so, yeah, thank God he's not a Leo player, right?
Honestly, I think he'd be doing worse if he was a Leo.
Maybe.
Because I feel like more people have gotten Leo experience in order to figure them out. Because I feel like with Chip, I feel like people like know what he does, but they don't have the answers to those things. Especially when you want to talk about like, you know, in-depth stuff like, you know, being able to like fuzzy jump his normals and whether you're gonna go for Alpha Blade or the command grab.
See, rollback netcode, ladies and gentlemen. This game has rollback netcode. The gameplay is pretty nice, unless you're playing against someone who has Wi-Fi or something. Even then, it's not the worst sometimes. Online experience. There are online chip players out there who play just as mad as Flowchart that you can have your your online sets against, so you can prepare for this kind of matchup. That's the beauty of online play. You can deal with certain matchups at least to their like base of like the flowchart play. Then look at that knowledge there from Kneecaps right now. He went for I believe that was 2K to right there.
Low profile.
Yeah, to low profile the sword throw and punish it so that he doesn't have to deal with it, because once you hit Ram the fall while she's throwing the sword just automatically places itself in the ground. It doesn't like go through, whatever. Oh, see?
That could have been a fantastic good punish. Walking back from the record.
I really like that he's playing this matchup so well. It seems like he's got some experience in it, using that tool.
And just like that life lead is gone.
Yeah. All right. But, it's okay. It's okay.
No, the sword is still there, bro.
Yeah. I was going to say block, but
I'm telling you, that is a win condition in and of itself. Ram breaks the wall.
It sure is. Once Ram breaks the wall, you have to make sure to avoid getting thrown into a wall by a sword, because then you're going to be blocking for a while, bro. You're going to hope that you have a lot of the meter and you're going to be blocking for a while, because he's going to hit so much bar from the boxing that he does that you keep doing it. Oh, BRC? Or BRC. I like the burst. I want May next to him. Like, Tonic Spears is playing this matchup perfect. But, damage is oh, never mind. So, Kneecaps has a chance. It's going to be really hard. Oh, that's a geeky stack in there. It's going to be hard.
Five / the ghost. Stealing game 1.
Yeah.
I mean, to be quite honest with you, man,
Duel
like,
1.
both of these characters are, while they are very, very capable of snowballing, I also feel like they have exactly what they're looking for in terms of countering the other. Like, everyone knows May likes to go around the screen, jump around,
Right.
use her dish joints, ram the fall for a check and block her down. Meanwhile, May can use those dish joints to get up underneath, get through, and just not worry about some of these sword moves.
You're exactly correct. Honestly. With 6 feet. Starting out the pressure. And this mix up. Okay. One for a regular throw this time. Please, like the tip of that
Going around, he has super on deck.
Oh, he's not going to use it.
He's gonna use it.
Mounting his pressure. Slide though.
Here we go.
Yeah,
Old burst.
oh my god.
Duel 2.
Wake up, overhead slash. Alright, oh, missed the combo. Don't worry, missed the combo again. Man. Maybe Kneecaps is getting a little frazzled by this. This is losing quarterfinals, so.
Oh no, you hate to see it.
He's honestly 1 game away from being out of the tournament.
This is like this one's just gonna be a ram round.
Yeah, looks like it. It's gonna be a job here. One of those games. That's it. Yeah.
So I think winners, losers, and grands is 3 out of 5.
Yeah, winners, losers, and grands, 3 out of 5. Everything else is 2 out of 3. It feels like these matches have been going by so quickly, but it's been 2 hours.
Yeah, but a 40-man bracket, 2 hours, that sounds about right. Because we're in losers semis now?
Yeah.
All right. Flowchart versus Tonic Spirit. This is where it ends. It has to.
All right. We'll see.
Will the reign of terror come to a close here?
Well, I mean, Ram is so oppressive. Oh, Tonic Spirits has to stay up, and he just got off.
Oh boy.
Uh-huh.
The flowchart is coming back up here. So is there anything that you want to say about flowchart? You good?
No, I don't really have anything special to say anymore. Like, what else is there to say? We've seen it. We've seen it. We know what's about to happen.
Yeah, we got the Carfax. We got the flowchart right here. We're looking at it.
Yo, this mosquito has gotten too far.
But don't worry.
You gotta swat him.
Nah, man, he's teaching him.
Chip is the mosquito. You gotta swat him. You know.
So like I know he was he was nerved, but like I don't feel like he just like fell off the tier list like some people are saying. Like I feel like it's a little bit hyperbole. It was like, okay, so he may not be like number 2 or number 3. At worst, he's 5.
He's 5 until people get adjusted to the changes. Like people are still falling for drill and stuff like that. Like he's 5 until people adjust to those changes and really like force Chip to respect you.
So is there going to be any pregame minigame coming out of Flowchart's court today? Or are we actually just going to have a nice civil conversation and get right to the game?
Yeah, I think it's going to be right to the game.
Yeah, a lot of people have had a lot of different button configurations today.
They sure have.
Chip Zana.
But yeah, how do you feel like Ram does against Chip?
I feel like Ram.
Oh, here we go.
Well, I talked about this.
So now it's pick a number. My man is really.
I don't have words to say about this.
Hey man, we're playing Mario Party.
You're all right, man. You're all right, man. You're all right, man.
Hey, look, you can always keep the opponent guessing. Let me tell you right now, you're doing something right.
Chip Zanoff versus Ram Lethal Valentine.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. So instead of reflecting on themselves, they blamed the
All right,
beasts.
intro's rocking.
Heaven or hell.
Heaven or hell. Legs.
師匠見ててくれよ
話が済んだのなら始めよう
Ramlethal versus Chip. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Flowchart coming in with all the aggression in the world.
Trying to empty it with 2-8.
A little bit too early. Here comes the nonsense.
That's the problem. It's a guessing game here. Wow, he missed.
Don't worry, he ends up getting the kill.
Perfect.
Perfect even.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Yeah, see, Ramlethal can't try to just like answer it. So, 6P is your friend when it comes to
It's nice to see that Flowchart looks like he knows when to challenge.
yeah, it's the mix-up like part of this that's the problem. That's right. What is this thing? Okay.
Your life lead, my
2
life.
bars.
Do it again.
2 bars. Stop pressuring me.
Let's rock.
You see that? None of it mattered. None of it friggin' mattered. Now, the momentum is written. Uh-oh. Oh, see, trying to catch him while he's doing all that stuff? Nah, that's not the way. Not unless you got the bar to hit him with that mental super.
Exactly. Just waiting for him to do something wild.
And grab him more. See that?
Yep. ERC. Look for it. Not quite as range.
All right, YRC. Fine. Blocking that follow-up. You don't really need to punish it that bad.
There are plenty of time on the clock. He can play a little bit patient, just like that. Flowchart finds himself at a 1-0 deficit, man. He really was like, yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm about to go up 1-0, and then just it all stopped. Complete and abrupt halt.
Wins.
I'm sorry, so we're doing jutsus now. Okay. The way of ninja, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm speechless. I've got nothing to say about that. Like, have fun.
Duel 1.
Let's rock.
Yeah, you can't punish his like that normal. It's slow, but
I do believe 5K would be able to.
here we go with round the ball stuff. Look at that. You see? You hit a standing normal, he ran into it. That's the matchup.
So a lot of people, like I feel like no one has done it. So I don't know if it was on purpose or on accident, but when he does these teleporting size specials, you can hit him preemptively if you know it's coming.
Exactly.
Okay. There we go. Which is
Those
why I
things
was
aren't
saying that the
invincible.
answer to the flow chart is he always does button, special. So as soon as you block two things, it's your time. But it seems like Toxic Spirits at this point is like, nah, I've seen enough.
Yeah, Tonic Spirits.
I'm no longer amused.
Yeah, Tonic Spirits is figured out the flow chart.
Nah, he has become Toxic Spirits. Now, after that double super, man's like, I've seen enough. I've seen enough.
Got him. You can't. You don't do that to me. I've gotten invincible super.
So we good? We good with Toxic Spirits now?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just
you're
saying.
right. You got it, man. You got it. Toxic Spirit.
Hey, man. You know his luck was eventually bound to run out, but I ain't see it going that way.
I did.
Well, made a believer out of me. I'll tell you that right now.
I mean, what else can you do against that character?
Especially if you don't stop to think about, could they do it?
Exactly.
Will they do it?
Exactly.
Because as we saw a few sets ago, Ramlethal forgot May had that on him too.
The issue with like people in the chip matchup is that they try to chase him, and it's like, no, don't.
Especially when you
chase
get the
him.
life lead, it's like he has to come to you.
Yeah, don't chase him.
Make him put his life on the line.
Punish him. Honestly, punish him.
Because eventually it gets to a point where they just got to start doing wild stuff just to get the life lead back.
Exactly. And now we got Light versus Crimson, though.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be quite a match. I think Ram does, I think Geo does pretty good against Ram, because one of Ram's weaknesses is like pressure, like dealing with pressure. I mean, you saw in the Ram Ditto where it's like when one Ram is pressuring the other, you got to sit there and take it. You got to sit there and take it, or you get opened up and then you lose. I think it's going to be similar with Geo. It's just that Geo is going to have a bit of a hard time getting in because Ram has those sword normals and they like keep her out a certain distance. Plus, she's going to toss the sword to get reads on certain things that Geo's going to do. So, yeah.
This is a losers final or losers semis?
This is winners, isn't it?
This is winners final?
Yeah,
3 out of 5.
3 out of 5.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Okay. I tried to skate up in there. Like you said, they didn't keep him out, but that was about to be a good fun.
Yeah, that was going to be a pretty interesting read, too. Ooh, I like the patience.
Good throw. My man's getting way too close. It may have been a preemptive throw to try to get a throw break there, but it worked out. Now it's time to fight the Ray Ball. Meter positive Ramlet Ball.
Facts. I'm not gonna lie. Like what Dio can't really do a lot about this. So just gotta wait it out.
That was a good throw reject, but unfortunately, 5S is still there.
I think pretty much all characters just gotta wait that out.
Let's rock.
Unless you got like a PvP or something that's gonna get you out of here. Dio doesn't. So just gotta rely on mix-ups like that.
Cross up, do a knock cross up.
Exactly.
Even if it doesn't, it's plus.
Break the wall. Yeah.
Now it's time to fight the other Ray Ball. Meter positive Giovanni.
Alright. See, they have to keep her in place. But oh, she's still in. Dio also recently got a buff on her 16 because people players that wasn't good enough. And matchups like this, that 60 is pretty important. Oh no, he didn't have the other sword.
Yeah, sword management is actually something that you actually have to worry about.
True. Very true.
Especially when you're fighting a character that can literally just walk up and have longer normals.
I like the stagger to get the hit here, get the counter hit, but unfortunately the sword broke in the combo, so now we're back at mid-screen. Such a good
Very tough to watch.
blue beam.
Lost frames, but good false defense, pushing it up far enough, knowing the range.
Yeah, that was the turn. Went for a dust there, but got stuck. Alright, so Ramlethal has
Blue RC in the grab, not enough to kill, but we just run up, and I believe that's 2S.
yeah.
Very efficient.
I was gonna say Ramlethal had bar.
Duel 1.
So she had the invincible super on deck just in case we were trying to do something kinky. But you know, Blue RC went in there. He actually got enough bar to do it again, to use super again afterwards, but didn't need it. Took it. And this is what I was talking about earlier, where once she goes in, she's got a really good point right here. I mean, she's got bar. That'll help her hit. Unfortunately, the second off a little bit.
I feel like Crimson wants to put himself in a position where he could overextend.
Yeah.
But, you know, he's got 100 attention. Ramlethal doesn't have burst. Risk meter is actually a factor right now. It is
Yeah,
maxed.
exactly.
That unscaled damage is coming in right now. Not enough to kill, but picks it up anyway.
Right.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Round star, run throw.
Yeah. I was wondering why Crimson wasn't going for a throw during that sequence. Once you see your opponent blocking a bunch, you can just at least attempt to throw. Now, mind you, it could be risky because, you know, Ramlethal is after that throw. But, you know, the attempt is... Alright, either way, it worked out. But now Gio's in the corner again. So, and Light is up one.
Good here, right there. Throw it up. And oh, that might be it.
Yeah, this might be the round. Oh, a sword throw for it, too. Sword back. Let's look at that right there. Wait, what is Gio going to do about this? Gotta deal with that sword.
Yep, the fight playing very patient, not trying to give the game away.
Yep. I got the life lead. I don't have to do much else. That came out so fast. Like, that hit so fast.
Let's rock.
Ooh, one for Daro. Drop the combo. It's alright. We're still in. It's a throw.
Close turn.
Whoop. Like the throw. Gonna go for a reset. Another throw.
And oh man, I think the bottom jumping out.
Yeah. The conditioning right there. I like it. These players are playing with a lot of respect against each other. And making for a really good matchup.
Now with that meter penalty being in play, Light is probably not going to be able to super
Yeah.
for quite some time. He's still a meter penalty. Now,
You're right. Good
first,
burst.
making sure he had to deal with those plus frames to get blocked it.
You might have forgot about the at the moment and just deal with it. Crimson has, that was the first time that Crimson did that. But shit, man, look at that. Look at that conversion off of the floater right there.
Duel 1.
So it's 1-1 right now. Crimson taking that game. And whoa, dash up from P. Yeah, I like that. I like the burst, not wanting to be in that situation. Sword toss is to keep her in the corner, which is honestly prime real estate for Ramlethal.
Yep.
All right.
Especially when you can Roman cancel. She's already backing herself backwards. So there's the cross up. Alright, now we're starting to see a little bit of the Geo mix now.
Yeah. Okay.
Base is super. Here comes the punish.
I like the 5K to check her and also like, you know, see like, hey, is this gonna actually come out punish it or not?
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Y'all Crimson can continue this momentum or if Light can respond.
Yeah. I mean, Light has been doing really, really well. There's a few sequences from Geo and he around. So like right here, like a can win this, but Crimson can definitely bring it back, especially getting a lot of hours out of the cross-up jump S DP, or getting an DP. Get in the corner, YRC, come off. Yep, meter penalty, keeping Ramlethal from getting any bar from this sequence at all. And now the meter penalty is finally over. All right.
Ooh, the kill, and there you go. Okay. Clipping the ankles.
If he had done 2K after the throw, it wouldn't have killed. So it's smart to wait and then go for, full damage 2K instead of scaling. I like the throw here.
Oh, beat people whipping, bro. Almost got a straight combo out of that.
Yeah, almost. Oh no!
But he doesn't actually. Now we're almost in Party City. Both characters at 50 meter, and that should be it.
Up with it. That move got buffed recently, by the way.
Why?
Duel 1. Let's rock.
So it's 2-1 right now. Crimson in the lead in the set. I don't know what Crimson was trying to do there, but maybe Crimson wasn't expecting the record.
The delay in the record.
Yeah.
Yeah, when that move crosses up, everybody's getting put up on that.
Yeah.
We're holding on play. Runs up throw.
Right. Now Light has a bar here, so yeah. Pressure. Okay, I like the 2 keys out of there. Jazz. With full bar.
Throws him out of dust. Hits the corner.
Oh.
And I don't know if that caught the jump out, but that's death.
Into the canyons.
2. Let's rock.
Alright. Keep her in place. Oh, I don't know what she was trying to do. Maybe jump out, but got hit by the rock.
I feel like that's a common theme here where Crimson is trying to jump out, get up out of dodge, but it hasn't been working out.
But you play an aggressive character like Geo, you really want to get in and do that. You don't want to sit in the corner and take these block strings. So, when you see an opportunity, get out of there, jump out of there, whatever, you gotta take it. Oh no, you got hit by that. I don't know what Light is trying to do here. Yeah, it's not looking good for him right now. But
This is.
he burst.
I thought that was going to catch him. I thought it was jumping.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna catch him. Whoa.
Good YRC. Frame. Get back dash.
The trade.
Duel 3.
Just like that.
Let's rock.
Jimmy Brown.
Yeah. This is actually set points for Crimson right now. Crimson can take this. But Light is putting on the pressure. Crimson's fighting his way out, but he got hit.
Reversal super, man. You love to see it.
Alright. Oh, not the right normal to stop that. The IAP whatever. To give her this whole sequence here.
And
this
that
is exactly what I was talking about
to do
before.
it.
It's dead.
Crimson is moving on to Grands.
So Light is
Now in losers?
Yeah, now in losers.
And I believe who we got up next? They're doing the loser semis now?
Yeah. Huh?
Hold up. I think he stays up here, right?
Yeah, because I think this is losers finals. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, they didn't do the loser semis for. Okay, I see what happened now.
They did. Yeah, they did loser semis before this. And now we're seeing a Ramlethal mirror again.
I feel like we've been getting these Ram mirrors a lot.
Well, this is the actual group that we got the Ram mirrors from before.
Yeah.
So let's see if Tonic Spirit can pull this one out, or if Light is going to win this and get into Grand Finals to get a chance to get his revenge against Crimson.
Ramlethal Valentine.
It always sucks when you get sent to losers because of a mirror. I'll tell you that right now. But you know what's worse?
What?
You get put out the tournament by the same mirror. Same guy, too.
You know what? That's the exact reason why I hate mirrors. So,
You start thinking to yourself, am I bad?
yeah, 9 times out of 10. Like, one of the main reasons why I like to play multiple characters in fighting games is because
You
if
can
some-
abduct the mirror?
Yeah, I can duck the mirror as much as possible. If someone picks my character, it's like, all right, I'm gonna pick someone else.
Especially when you get into those sloppy situations where if you're playing the character and it's in an interaction where whoever goes first loses,
Yeah.
you always go first.
Yeah.
Whoever goes second loses, that's when you win second. Man, that's crazy.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
All right. So light is in the red, and tonic spirits is in the Jesus. Tonic
the
spirits.
Jesus, there we go.
Is in the
Default color.
yeah, default colors. Like throw here. Tap. Good burst. Doesn't want any of it.
Oh, good. Instant air back dash in order to bait a butt now. Yeah, Tonic, his movement is pretty good.
You know, that's that hitbox move, bro.
Oh, man, it looks funny. PRCs in there. It's like it may not combo, but, you know, I'm backing it.
It did combo because of the PRC though. So, contrary to popular belief, PRCs can give you combos in this game as well if you do them at the right time. Because, you know, all of them really matters if you being in a certain position during a certain number of frames.
That's about the second or third time that Tonic has gone for that 2K Dust Gatling.
Yeah.
And it just hasn't hit yet. But I'm glad to see that just because it hasn't hit, he hasn't thrown it out of the repertoire.
Right.
Oh, man, we're trying to set up a goal burst right there.
You
Pick
got
up
thrown.
throw, and this should hit. Yeah. Oh, we're going to character select. My man's like, you know what?
So bad guy. Let's go!
The audience is booing. Hey, look, man, eventually you do get to a point where you're like, it's 3 out of 5.
That's right.
Screw it, man.
That's right.
What do I have to lose?
Well, what are you talking about?
I've already placed in the money.
Exactly.
Let me throw some slashes out there, bro. I got you.
Shake my hand.
Nah, man, we don't shake the hands of the unwashed.
So the Soul Bad Guy matchup is pretty similar to the Geo matchup, except Soul has better buttons. Soul has 5K.
And
which
better
is
damage.
That 3-framer. And yeah, he has better damage.
And that button's in the class all by itself. I think it's the only 3-framer in the game.
He also has Volcanic Viper, which goes through
Tried to do it right there.
which goes through the toss. So the moment he sees Ramlethal try to throw the sword at a certain distance, he can literally just slide through that and get a free ass punch. So,
Very dangerous. Good back dash.
oh no, can't do that. But he's got no bar now. I like it. I like the 6P. If he was closer to the wall, he would have got a free combo there. Wow, punish the YRC?
That'd have been a bold move, but remember, DP throws.
True. True. Actually. I like the Soul pick so far. It's not bad. He's doing pretty well. Seems like he's adjusting to this play. Looking at him. Soul player already. I like it. Fake DP into the shake my hand, and then he went for a backhand for some more pressure.
Oh,
I
there.
like it.
Okay, Dust Gatling that finally hits. Big damage. He's gonna bait a bird. Oh no, wild throw, bro.
Let's go. Wild throw.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
The audience
Okay.
still staring at him with all the boost.
He went for 6S at the start there, and he got beat out by Ram because Ram's normals are a little bit faster than 6S. But 6S is a good normal to use against Ram as the distance with Soul. Oh, right there, that would be good if he was on the ground.
That was the second time he's done that to RC, get the air throw team going up in the air,
Right.
allowing himself to get.
Oh, he could have actually confirmed that into Banner Revolver, but okay.
What we're saying?
That combo was kind of good, but so if he did Volcanic Viper there, he would have been able to get the wall splat, but he got the knockdown, which is also good.
Secured the spot on the board.
Yeah,
He
1-1.
needed that.
1-1.
But last thing you want to do is go down 2-0 for a ramp player. I'll tell you that right now. That's going to make you real rough real quick.
Maybe Light is the same boat as me. You know, he's like, I don't really want to play the Ditto, so he's picking Soul. And the Soul pick is working for him because he doesn't have to worry about like dealing with things that he as a ramp player should do himself. Or keeping track of his own like
Here comes the throw, yep.
and
I was like, if you got a block string that long and they've been stout the entire time, you know the throw is coming eventually. Sonic Spirit's not shaken by having it tied up against a Soul player.
yeah.
Continuing to press on. Also, Rams team to thank you. Make sure that I point that out for you.
Ram versus Soul is kind of because they're both pretty explosive characters. Soul has better normals than Ram frame-wise, but Ram has better range. And one of Soul's problems is that if he gets like outranged, he has a hard time hitting.
We're using big as the bear.
Yeah.
Super
Yeah.
big damage, baits the D.
One Volcanic Viper.
There we go. I will say that Tonic Spirits has been doing a really great job of, baiting people into very, very missed opportune mistakes because that dash up, instant air back dash,
Yeah.
well, people get bodied by it.
Yeah.
Ramlethal Valentine.
Okay, he's going back to Ram. He's like, all right.
He's going
well,
back to HQ.
Yeah. He tried out the Soul. It wasn't successful enough. So, Ram, got to go back to your tried and true. That makes sense.
Come home.
That's right.
You gotta do, man. That's
Come
where
home.
the cooking's at.
So we got
Soul
Ram
don't cook for
Dittos.
nobody. I'll tell you that right now. Only thing Soul ever gonna do for you is pay your taxes and take you to school. That's it.
Hey, man, he's the savior of the world.
Yeah, he's got his own problems to worry about. Ram's just like, I'm okay. I got the time.
Right, she's the destroyer of the world. Bro,
Still like time for you to get in there.
yeah, but he's missing a sword, so at a disadvantage right now. Okay, now it's even. And his sword is just floating back.
Yep.
Okay, I like the burst. Didn't want whatever was coming. I think maybe the Soul pick allowed him to clear his mind up a little bit and think more about some Ram options. So he's approaching this a little bit differently. So neck
He has
and
the
neck.
corner, but then he just gets thrown. Now he doesn't have the corner, and he lost the round.
Yeah. Oh, sword. Oh, why is that good? Like meaty sword.
When this character gets the corner, it's just welcome to the solo player experience. Like when they say single player adventure of the year, it's something right now, man.
Yeah.
It's this.
Now, he could have RC'd that, but I don't think the combo would work. RC maybe like around there. Or here.
Block, the burst.
Oh, I guess because of the burst, he didn't get hit by the RC because he was already in full frames of the burst. So, got his burst again. Oh, by the way, you know about the tech where you can impose super and then RC.
It only costs one bar.
Yeah, it only costs one bar and you get the info frame. Haven't seen anyone use that, but whatever. He's not dead.
He's not dead, and Light
Light
has
has a
that thing
chance.
on him too.
Oh no!
Doesn't punish it, but he's gonna end up getting the kill anyway.
Alright, so Light
like
is
that.
out at third place.
Yep, taking 3-1. Definitely can clap for that, ladies and gentlemen.
And
So up next is Grand Finals.
yeah, Tonic Spirits is going to be going against Crimson. I don't remember if they played each other in bracket already.
We have Crimson and Tonic Spirits.
Look at him. Sitting there stoic. He knows he's the Ram. He knows. But Crimson has had quite the path in winners.
Really?
Yeah, he's gone through Light, he's gone through Emphy, Kneecaps, Major Ham, and Mickey wins. He has definitely been racking up the bodies over there in winners.
And now he's in Grand Finals in winner side. So it looks like they're switching sides, which is nice.
So the winner is P1. You love to see the etiquette.
Yeah, it's really nice. GL versus Ram again. Not much to say that we haven't already said. Not much to really point out that we haven't already seen. But, you know, maybe Tonic Spirits is going to approach this in a different way than Light did and have a little bit more success. Or maybe Tonic Spirits is going to pick May or something and then, like, you know, it's like
Just
throw
shake it
everything
all
out
up?
the window. Yeah.
It's like, oh, you thought you know me, but you never knew. But I feel like if you came this far with a character, I do not see why you would switch now.
Right.
Unless you were in a situation where you just feel like, all right, this is clearly not working. But I feel like you got to try it out game one.
Or you feel like this is the true counter to that character. And I have this character stocked and primed specifically for this matchup because I don't like it with my character.
Hey, sometimes it's just a winning strat that pays off.
Exactly.
There's no point beating your head against the wall if you don't have to.
All right, Grand Finals though. Yeah. Guilty Gear Strive, Dragon Con 2021 tournament.
Let's rock.
Crimson's and winners and starting off pretty strong.
Oh, there's a good response.
Yeah.
Wow, that is a plus button. You
It's
gotta
not
wait for it to hit you.
Yeah.
You can stuff it.
A lot of people just wait for it. But yeah, you can't stop it. 6 feet at the least.
6 feet right there.
That's a backdash though. 100 feet to throw, but didn't get the proper combo. Whoa.
Yep. Oh, good backdash from the throw. Had it scouted. Good block.
Yeah, block the cross up.
So these two have really been paying attention to each other's games because both the things they've been getting away with a lot, you know, getting a lot of farm real estate out of, they've been having answers to.
Yeah.
Oh, not going for the run up.
Two counter hits. He might be dead. No bar, too.
Trying to, good air sword catching the jump. Love to see it.
Yeah, this is what I mentioned earlier. You know, that keeps Dio in check. You can't just air dash all the time. You know, you can throw out that sword and then enter to the wall as Ram, and then your pressure is on. And Dio doesn't want that.
And this conditions the opponent to not jump as much, which then opens up your sword game.
Yeah, but Dio backstashing a little bit there. Interesting. All right. So Tonic Spirits went for the reset again.
Here we go. Welcome to Ram City.
Yep. There it is.
Now that upward roaming cancel, like,
It's really
allows you
good.
to get some overhead again that are back.
Oh, through both swords though.
Yep.
Yep. We're going for it for the mix. If you're not getting kicked out, you're just blocking forever.
Duel 1.
Man, when I saw that Twitter video come out with that tech ramp, where it's like, hey, once you get the wall, you can do all kinds of block strings forever because you can keep getting bars. It's like, I'm just gonna release
Especially because a lot of people don't know that you can roaming cancel up
Yes.
and down.
Yes. Now I hope in this next patch you get diagonal roaming cancels.
Oh, so you just want to disrespect people. Huh?
Yes, I do. I sure do. Try that, bro.
Oh, almost had a really quick conversion. Look, that would have put them to the corner that that did. Love these challenges. You know, he's not letting the plus range just come to him. Oh, sniping the jump. Holding them in place.
Didn't super. That's fine. Keep the bar. Defend it here for the mix-up. All right, I like it.
How could have got a lot more off that? Yeah. Good back dash. Make sure the throw wasn't going to hit him. It's doable.
Sure is.
Especially when you have the corner.
You get the meter from this.
And you have a safe on, not only a safe, a plus super.
But no, Ramafall. Okay. That was a nice tech.
Good anti-air, but oh, he got it.
Yeah.
Slap.
A little bit of a scramble, but you know, he cleaned it up.
Yeah. A little bit of a scramble there. So it's 1-1 right now.
Duel 1. Let's
Check this
rock.
round start, Rob.
Look at that this game.
It's a swordless ram right now. There was never a time to run up. You got it.
Exactly. 5 feet. Oh no, but he dropped the combo. I don't know what Ramafall was trying to do. Wake up there, but unless you, yeah, super there. That's all. Made it the first. No, that was not. Yeah, that was not the right move for that.
But if you have noticed, Crimson has not been jumping as much because those aerial swords, he knows that they're coming now. Like,
Yeah.
Let's rock.
Look at that. Half your health gone. 75% actually. Going for the dust mix up, but it doesn't matter. Gets a hit here. This could be a dead deal. Especially
pulling
with
out my
that.
guns.
Slap. Duel 3. Let's rock.
Yeah, once you got full bar, that's not as useful as you want it to be.
Half-life gone already off the table.
Yeah.
Sonic here, sliding his way, pushing him right back to the corner, or right back where it started.
Now, Crimson has always been challenging this dust mix-up, and Tonic Spirits keeps doing it, which is interesting for like the mental of certain players right now. It's like, you know, I'm gonna keep trying it because eventually you're gonna like not expect it. But
Playing Rambo.
this could also be like a mind game of I want you to keep expecting it so that you keep trying to challenge, and then I can do something.
Because
that-
he's always gone for it when he's had the life lead. Like, he's not betting his life on it.
Exactly. So I can do something that will punish you for trying to press a button here. Like, you know, Russell.
5K and then
Yep.
back against the wall. Let's see what you got, Crimson.
He goes in. I like the presence of mind here. Instead of going for the throw like before, you just did the air dash, waited, and then anti-air. Unfortunately, Ramafall has the corner now. Ram is in. There's the challenge again. Yeah. Corner again. Not dead. It's close to it. Let's see how Crimson switches it up here. Oh, that's it.
It's not.
Oh no!
Just do it.
So Tonic is at that first set point right now. So if Tonic wins this round, he puts Crimson into loser, and then Grand Finals is reset. Tonic gets one more set to win the tournament. But if Crimson brings us back,
No, Crimson brings it back, though.
then he wins the tournament. Yeah. Weird animation. Wow. What a great.
Two very active moves collide.
Exactly. Okay, I like the burst. Not sure about going for that option, that move, but it's fine.
At this point,
Yeah, he's got
smells
enough
blood
bar.
in the water. He's trying to get this reset. He's got enough bar,
Right.
and it pays off.
Slap.
Just like that. We're going to the reset. That's
私
3-1,
は
right?
強いだけ
That's 3-1.
勝ててない
So the players are talking to each other. Maybe talking about some like options or like some situations that happen.
Let's rock.
So they're going back into it. All right, so now it's 0-0. Both players are losers. Whoever wins this set wins the tournament. So is Tonic going to be able to ride this momentum?
I mean, so far the answer is yes.
Yeah. Got a bar. Got a sword. Still trying to dash out though.
That cross up again.
あれ中心
Okay, he had
Very
it
smart
doubted.
PRC.
Man was jumping over.
Yeah.
Decided to slow him down and secure the kill.
Yeah.
カルバリ
Slap.
Hey man, when you get this far into the bracket, you clearly understand. If you
Yeah.
can secure the kill, take it.
Yep.
Stop leaving these things to chance. That is just fat. That is fat damage. Here we go. Get a positive man ball, playing defense.
No punch on the first there, but with the Rams
Tension. That's all that means.
yeah, risque. That's what I was trying to say. Anyways, you know, she's not going on there because of that. And now, like, oh,
Wait, he doesn't finish the
got
plate?
a bar, but he has a bar to use for pressure. But full bar from Ram. Oh my God,
Real scary.
Full
hours.
RC.
There we go. 2K, just get me out of here.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Wow, went for the got a full combo here.
Yeah, that sweet hitbox is very,
Yeah, that
very,
dog leg.
very deceptive.
Dog leg magically popping out of the ground there. Okay, drop the combo a little bit there. It's alright. The Tonic Spirits gets a counter hit here. And a knockdown. Whoa,
Baits the super. Not going to be enough to take him around, but enough to do substantial damage, putting him in a
very advantageous situation.
Yep.
All he has to do is sit back and throw some swords.
Slap.
Exactly what happened.
just force the situation. You got to come to me now.
Yeah, so first game going to Tonic Spirits.
Duel 1.
First game of the second set.
Let's rock.
Alright, first doesn't want to deal with it. Unfortunately, she's back. You got to deal with it again. Looks like Crimson was trying to press his way through, but it didn't work.
White deficit, you're back in the corner. It's insurmountable odds sometimes, man.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
I feel like Tonic Spirits is like he's playing from a state like a level of comfort. Got him in the corner. What?
Is this Ram superiority now? Is Ram the true top tier of all top tiers now?
I wouldn't go that far, but I can definitely tell you right now that Tonic Spirits is smelling blood and water, man. He's hungry.
Yeah. I like the burst to keep her in the corner, but it's going to need a little bit more.
I feel like the next time we see that situation where Giovanni uses gas, he's just going to super. Because he has been challenging it all the way up to this point.
Look at the wrist cage.
Yeah.
I like it. That's going to break the wall.
Yeah. Dead before the wall break.
Duel 3.
Gio has really good super.
I mean, yeah. And, you know, having full bar technically while that super was rocking, yeah. Alright, I like it.
Goes to conversion, we get towards the corner. See if Tonic Spirits' defense is as good as offense.
Oh, I like the blue RC backpad. Didn't want to deal with whatever was coming. Alright.
Frames. Oh,
Oh,
Just ran into it. Alright, here it comes. Gonna go for the TK dust. Been searching for it the entire time, but he's not going to need it because he clips him and hits him. Taking game 2.
yeah. Sonic Spirit's taking game 2.
So is Sonic Spirit's trying to go for the sweep? Is he trying to go for the 3-0? Is that what we're looking at right now?
Crimson's gonna let this happen, though.
Crimson makes the burst, knew it was coming. Because Sonic Spirit has been bursting very early in combos. Like, he's not letting it get out of hand at all.
Oh,
He misses it up and gets killed for it.
Slap. Duel 2. Let's
Is that an
rock.
input error? Did he just...
maybe he was expecting a different situation. Like, he wasn't expecting to get the hit and wanted to wait in. He's gonna do a lot. Almost dead.
It's the dash up throw?
Yeah. And so Crimson fighting back with a perfect.
Yeah, he's like, perfect to me earlier. You thought I forgot about that?
Right. First game of the second set. Or, Crimson getting his first game of the second set.
Let's rock.
Crimson's got a reverse 3-0. If he wants to take the W or Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
My man did it twice.
DP?
Mind games.
Yeah, that's
Now you're in the corner, don't burst against Ram.
that's normal.
Jump out.
All right. Ooh, and got the side switch.
If there was ever a chance for you to seize your opportunity, it would be now. Oh no. Get clipped, we're in the corner.
Oh,
Didn't have the sword yet.
Yeah.
And that should be enough.
No.
That's scaling. A
Yeah.
lot tighter than I thought it would be,
But
he ends up cleaning it up anyway.
yeah. Close slash.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
I feel like you see the situation now around starting to fall.
Sure do. And look at how much health is gone, though. 35%. Oh, no.
It's kind of rough here.
Oh, no.
And then he gets the air grab perfect.
Perfect.
All right.
Duel 3.
Tournament point for Sonic Spirits.
Yeah.
Here we go. No short toss this time. Not even trying to risk it. No understand. Crimson working on twice an offense here. Working on a perfect of his own. Will it go all the way through? Keeping the pressure. Got another bar.
Oh, no. Oh. Luckily, he didn't get punished for that burst. But, look at this. I mean, look at Rams risking. It's going down, but
You're also in Ram's hometown, off the corner.
right.
All it takes is one straight hit, and it can lead to so much. A terrible situation. Challenge something to turn back. Oh, he gets clipped. And that's it. Sonic Spirits taking it 3-1 after resetting. And Ramlethal takes Dragon Con 2021. I told you, man. I like dogs.
Gio just lost.
What are you talking about? We had all dogs in grand finals, man. We had a dog on the windscreen. We had a dog during the set. I'm telling you, man.
Wow.
Dogs everywhere.
3 people to stay around the stage.
So did you have fun here tonight?
I had fun, man.
Did you?
Yes.
No, I'm glad you did, man.
I had fun here. You know, we got to see some good matches.
We saw an Anji player. We saw Faust. We saw a large portion of the roster.
Yeah, we got to learn a lot of things, and you know, we made a lot of friends along the way.
Lots of Totsugeki's too, man. That dolphin is out there.
So many dolphins.
But I genuinely respect it. I genuinely respect it because it seemed like a lot of the players were eventually, you know, adapting and changing their game plan in order to counter their opponents. And, you know, you don't normally always get to see that.
You're right.
There are some times where people are stubborn and they're just like, nah, I'm going to beat my head against this wall
And
until I either get a concussion or I'm out of the tournament.
Sometimes with this game, that happens more often than not with some players that were in this tournament. But hey,
But I also feel like this game, when it's ran 2 out of 3, can definitely put you in a position where you just feel like you have to do only what you're comfortable with. Because as you've seen, when you're playing against characters like Ram Lethal, Soul, that guy, and Chip, you could be like, nah, let me add a wrinkle, and all of a sudden that wrinkle blows up, and you're like, well, you're down a game.
yeah,
Your tournament life is on the line. What will you do? Because we've seen a lot of missed opportune drops here and there, and how it just leads to a disaster. Even in grand finals, you saw everyone is susceptible to this issue.
mm-hmm.
What's that? Oh man, you dropped it. You didn't get the punish, and then Ramlethal just hits you with 5S. Welcome to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo. You're
Well,
gone.
Yeah, everything's gone.
Your hopes, your dreams, your aspirations, your ambitions, your loved ones, gone. Just like that,
What?
bro. Yeah, man, your loved ones. You saw what happened to Kai.
All right.
Was he in top 8?
Was Kai even here, man? He was here in one match. All right,
Yeah.
one match. Look, guys,
I believe it was Zeta that was playing him too.
Kai requires a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
And some people don't want to put in that work to win in this game when they can clearly pick a better character with less work involved. And that is
I
fine.
mean, you saw that here today too. I mean, sometimes you can win at the character select screen.
Exactly, that's fine.
You may be a better player, but I have the better character. And surprise, surprise, I'm cooking you.
That's exactly how it works. I mean, look, it's possible that Kai could have won this tournament, but, you know, there wasn't the right Kai player here today, and that's okay. Maybe you're the next Kai player that'll win the next Guilty Gear tournament. We don't know until you try.
I mean, offline's coming back. You know, everybody's trying to get refreshed. You know, a lot of people haven't been to an event in a calendar year plus.
Yeah.
So, you know, some people are, you know, out of the groove. Tournament nerves happen. But I'm pretty sure that'll be cleaned up in about, you know, maybe a month or two. But, yeah, I think this wraps it up for DragonCon 2021. I believe this is the final tournament of the weekend. So thank you guys for coming out to the stream, the new follows. We appreciate all that. If you haven't been to DragonCon, highly recommend it. It's one of the best cons in the United States all year round. I think numerically it's actually the biggest. I think we have the largest in attendance.
DragonCon?
Yeah.
And it's
DragonCon's up there. I mean, they have their own parade and everything.
I mean, you could be right. We'd have to check the numbers.
But that being said, I've been your boy Quizarinth, and this has been
Subtle Fraudulence.
And this time, you know, a little bit less fraudulent than you were during Dragon Ball.
What? All right.
Hey, man, nah, man. Dragon Ball, you know, we know what you did.
You got to up the fraudulence for the fraudulent video game. All right.
All right, man. We'll see you guys next time. We'll keep you posted on Twitter at UGL Now, and we'll see you guys then.